Nice knowing you, Garrus.
I say a lot of cuss words.
We don't cuss on this stream.
The Saturday one was definitely not PG.
You watch your fucking mouth.
No.
All right.
Do you remember Saturday, Garrus?
Yeah? Why?
Oh, that's way too loud. There we go. All right.
Yeah, what happened Saturday, Garrus? Like a great story.
Thanks for your patience, guys. We'll start live here in just a moment, and then we'll do a quick recap because it's been a while. Let's see. You know, life, it happens to everyone.
Maybe.
This soothing music gives me hope for this episode. That's gonna be calm.
Oh, I need to turn that shit off then. All right, there we go.
No.
Okay. All right, we are gonna. Oh, let me get this going so I can send the link to everybody on YouTube.
I can't remember where we were the last game.
You're leaving Trandor on a carriage ride with Lady Prava, who you rescued after being kidnapped by a demon. Yeah, you killed a stone giant and a bunch of what they weren't demons, but they were like a lot of them were humans, but they were Trendorians.
Oh yeah, and then we found out that what's his face was
The one that sent her there.
Like, yeah.
Mr. Mask.
Yeah, Captain Navarre.
Yeah, that guy.
All right.
Mr. Mask.
That guy.
The douche canoe.
Yeah, that guy. He sucks. He
How did
really
you know
does
his
suck.
secret identity? Have you been reading my notes?
Yes.
All right.
I saw him canoeing. It
I saw him canoeing with a douche halfway in his bum. All right.
wasn't paddling well, it just absorbed the water.
We're gonna be able to make a video of just pre-session like bloopers, yeah, like randomness.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me do that, and then I'll send you guys the link as well in here, so everybody's got it.
I guess.
Same link every week.
That's fine. If you can get your own, that's fine too. I'm still gonna offer it.
I've already sent the link to all of my people who want to watch.
Awesome. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's give them something to watch then. Let's go ahead and get started.
Oh.
So, yeah. So just once again to recap for those that weren't able to watch, I would recommend going back and watching that episode because it was a good one. But also, what basically happened is they had been told by Captain Navarre that Lady Prava had been kidnapped by Trendorians, so they rushed there to save her. Got there just in time, right before her and some other innocent Polanians were being hung. They saved all of them, fought a giant stone giant, saved the day, and let's see, trying to think what else might have happened.
Did we level up in the last one?
You should be level 8 right now.
Yeah. Pretty sure we leveled,
Yeah.
Pretty sure we leveled up.
Yeah, they had a carriage, a faster carriage than normal to get there quickly. And then they found out from Lady Prava that Captain Navarre is the one that had her sent here, and that there's more than meets the eye with all this. You guys are starting to figure out that something strange is going on. You also notice that a lot of the bodies were... And we're starting right now. Okay, visuals up. So you also notice that a lot of the bodies were from the Pale Moon guards that had died. A lot of them were devils. Not necessarily tieflings, just devils in general. But there might have been like a bearded devil, a chain devil, just devils in general. Not just tieflings.
I thought tieflings.
Well, tieflings, there was a lot of tieflings as well. Probably more tieflings than anything. But you guys did see that, and that did raise some questions. So, with that being said, you're back in the carriage. You are quickly heading back to Pale Moon. This is going to be an opportunity for you guys to get a long rest, because you definitely need one.
Yes, we do.
Also, since you just leveled up, if anybody needs to continue to check their stuff, this would be a good time to do that, kind of low-key while you're in the carriage. Lady Prava is exhausted and is currently resting. She is asleep, but she's in the carriage.
Wake her up and make her give us answers.
Did we get all... So, how long is it going to take us to get back?
So, with this particular carriage, and based on that, it would take you about half a day to get back.
Okay. So, we can take a long rest and then still probably have like 3 or 4 hours to conversate after.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
So, what you do, this carriage is a little faster than normal, just between the amount of horses, but also not to mention that this is one of their nicer carriages, so the wheels in general are just really good. Altogether, very good construction, much faster, used to travel quickly. Which, raises the question, why would Navarre give you the opportunity to get there quickly? But
I don't know. I
Because
feel
he
like
thought
this
we wouldn't
Navarre
make it
guy.
back.
Yeah, I feel like he's gonna die at some point. I just don't know if I'm gonna kill him now or later.
hey, Corey, thanks for the subscribe. All right, anyway, continue.
I just don't know when I'm going to kill him. I feel like it's inevitable that this guy's gonna die at my hands. I just don't know if it's like episode 13 or 23. We just don't know. But eventually it's just gonna happen. Like I feel like here's what I'm thinking. I guess I didn't care if I'm saying this to everybody. Like if we're all sitting around.
Yeah.
Like I think that like Navarre. I feel like there's something not all the way there. Maybe he's like held hostage and has to go along with stuff, but man, it doesn't seem like. I don't know. Every time that he has a chance to like douche it up, he douches it up. So I feel like we're relying a lot on this guy. I need to see a little bit more, and I'm gonna need a lot of explanation based off of this. What do y'all think?
I think you're right. I mean, we just haven't had one kind of calm minute to figure out exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
It's been one thing after another.
Yeah, it's like nonstop. Right. It's almost like there's this like God guy like planning this that's just putting me through all of this stress.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Not a god, just a man. Doesn't deserve our worship.
Just, what is a man? A miserable pile of bones. On a Zoom channel.
He's the simulator.
Listen, I just want everybody to have fun. Anyway.
We're all just zeros and ones. On Ryan's
so is it
it's very Matrix of you.
You said it's a half day, so it'll be overnight.
When you guys get there, it's going to be nighttime for sure.
Okay.
Do we want to dive in, like, or do we want to kind of slowly approach? Just because where we're going back to, we don't know if we're like going to get off of this thing, and there's going to be like, there could be like 100 people sitting there ready to fight us. We don't know what we're getting into. Do we want to like maybe like?
Well, I feel like once Lady,
roll?
I feel like once Lady Prava wakes up, she might have some insight on that, but that would definitely influence our decision on how we return. Obviously, she got in this carriage to make a return, so maybe.
It kind of seems like what's his face sent us to our death. Tried to anyway. Like he didn't think we were gonna come back, Navarre. So maybe he's not expecting us back.
And remember, don't forget when I told you guys about he was there when the queen had that possession as well.
Yeah.
And he was with the 3 devil creatures carrying the queen's corpse out.
So far, he doesn't know that we suspect him of being an evil guy. And he might not even know that we're on our way back or be expecting us on our way back.
He reminds me of, so like back in my village where I grew up, like in the mountains, they had these guys, and they were like the stupidest people ever, and they called them tree monitors. And if there was like fruit on a tree, they would like stand around and like tell you, hey, don't pick that fruit. And, and that was all they did. That was their like job all day. And it's like, what type of jerk chooses a job like that? But it seems like he reminds me of those guys. So it's like, tree police, like they drive me nuts. Like,
I mean, he is the chief of he's basically the chief of police for Moon.
Oh man, I don't know. He's got to be related to somebody back home or something, because I get that same feeling every time I'm around him. It's like, something about what everything about you just makes me want to hit you. Like that's just how it is. So, my intuition is usually okay. Huh?
Predestined hatred.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm pretty cool, like, with being relaxed with people and everything. But this guy, I mean, he makes little snooty comments all the time,
Just
like,
grinds your gears.
yeah, I mean, he seems like the type that asks for, like, a supervisor at the tavern. And it's like, there's no supervisor at a tavern. It's just, like, people making drinks. Like, who complains at a tavern? He's that kind of guy, He just... And now I feel like I got a reason. Now I can justifiably, if this is true, like, go after this guy. So,
Well,
I
let's
am a
just
little
wait and
psyched
see
about
what
that
Lady
today.
Prava says.
Is she up now, or did she just need a long rest?
She's trying to long rest. I mean, like, you guys are still talking, so continue to talk until we skip ahead.
Okay.
And you guys are also going to have to get a long rest, so at some point you're going to have to, like, not talk. But for now, like, you just started this ride, so you've got plenty of time. Yeah, so she's all you like looking at Prava. She is very badly beaten. Like, she's...
Can we heal her while she's sleeping?
I mean, sleeping will heal her.
Oh,
but
that's true.
You can.
D&D.
Yeah.
Magic
I
sleeping.
forgot.
You guys are just like seeing her like kind of snore a little bit, and every time she does, one of the holes in her body just like seals up. Has anybody ever actually sat and watched somebody heal during the sleeping process?
Okay, how bad do we want answers? Because I could just like throw a bunch of healing down, and we could bring her back and ask her, and then I'll just go take a nap for like 8 hours. It'll be fine. It'll work out.
I mean, do you guys think I have time to call Zara?
Do what?
I said, do you think I have time to call Zara? I'm just kidding.
Your girl.
Let her sleep. Let her sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
all.
I think
I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm gonna
too,
pull
while
up my
he's-
lute and be
while she's
playing,
sleeping.
very gentle, very melodic,
That's fine.
light music for,
Ooh.
Easy sleeping music.
Love me some
Nice
melodic
stuff.
instruments.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to sleep.
All right, so
Let
yeah,
me know when the 8 hours is up.
Rolla just starts quietly playing the lute, and it's definitely helping everybody sleep better.
Very good. Except for me, I guess.
Well, yeah, you're playing the lute, so like you haven't mastered sleep playing yet, but we can
Not
work.
yet.
We can work on that.
Yeah, I'm not mechanically a bard, so I don't have any magic music yet. But I am a bard.
Yep. Okay. Let's see.
Are you going into your trance right away, Olympia?
I don't have to. You want to sleep?
Yeah, I think I'll
I'll
try
stay awake.
sleeping.
I think I'll stay awake.
That
I'll keep playing the music. I'm feeling okay. I think maybe I'll stay up. Y'all can go to sleep. I'll play some music. I'll keep it going.
Yeah, you probably do want to still have people watching just in case. The horses are
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
be like, someone's coming! So, unless you guys speak horse.
I mean,
I'm
one
sure
of
I
them
could.
so I think maybe
That's
I'll
true,
just
you
stay
probably
up.
could.
Okay, thank you, probably.
All right, Krevlin, you are left alone to your music, and just the... other than the music and the sound of the carriage, it's very quiet and very peaceful.
Good. So as that happens, the road is the sounds, just the sounds of the road. The moonlight comes in through the windows, flickering light. The carriage is gently rocking, and he's kind of sitting half lounged. He's absent-mindedly plucking his lute still. He said he doesn't know how to sleep play yet, but he can still play while thinking about other things.
Sure.
He's very uncomfortable and shifting just some things in his life. And as he's sitting there, even though the windows are all closed and it's all sealed up, a chill breeze comes in through the window. And it's not cold, but it's very unnatural. And it also has a very distinct smell. It smells like crushed lavender and old parchment. And he hears laughter that doesn't belong to anyone here. And while everyone else is asleep, he sees a flicker in the trees. And it's not like the flicker of movement, but it's like an invitation. And there's the shimmer of air outside, like a curtain being pulled aside, like a stage curtain. And no one else could see, even if anybody else was awake, no one else could see this but him. And then he hears a voice. It's a half whisper, half melody. It's almost like somebody singing straight into his ears. And it talks to him, and it addresses him. Singer of shadows, prince of the silver tongue. You danced at the edge of a dream too long. You stepped sideways just once, and you let the fae echo in your song. And in that moment, his vision blurs. In reality, the moment is just a breath. And in that moment, the carriage isn't a carriage. He's in a glade of impossible green. Green light, it's green reflection. Just the most vibrant emerald green you've ever seen in your life. It's like he can still see you guys, but you're more like figures frozen in a painting. And a figure stands before him with antlers made of woven vines, and his eyes are bright like polished pearl. And they don't threaten him. This isn't he feels no fear, but they show him, they offer their hand, and a very familiar smirk. And he says, this entity, without moving their mouth, says, take the gift, little thief of hearts. Speak truths that twist, and let your voice be a dagger dressed in lace. So he smiles. He doesn't recognize this person in that he remembers this person and has ever met them before, but there's some recognition. Of course, he takes the hand. And in that instant, the vision shatters, and he's back. Like I said, only a breath, a moment went by. The carriage is rocking. People are snoring, and the strings of his lute feel warmer. His voice has a new edge. There's something just beyond the veil, like the sight. He can just feel some fey laughter. It's not like a cruel laughter, but almost just like curiosity. And so yeah, we just leveled up, and he took Fey Touched. And as far as magic is concerned, this is the first magic that he'll get that isn't from his Warlock pact. This is something different. This is from magic that's from the Fey.
Okay, so good. You achieve the Fey Touched feat. And as this is happening, there is everybody's still pretty comfortable, but there is a sharp turn by the horses that shows that you've made it at the X roads, which means you're more than halfway at this point. And you just hear the just kind of turning as the whole cart turns.
If it's been 4 hours, the whole time he's going to be playing his lute, but if it's been 4 hours, he'll go ahead and I don't know how elves work. Do they just automatically wake up after 4 hours? Or
so she's meditating, and you do see her kind of like come out of the meditation. There's always like a little bit of a breathe out after they're done, because although it's relaxing to them, it still requires an immense amount of focus. So the area around her is kind of coming back together.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I would say that as soon as you wake up, there is just almost imperceptible, very small difference in his tune and his demeanor. There's always been a darkness that's there. It's still there, but there's just something new.
Would I pick up on it?
I don't know.
But...
He
got a haircut. No, I'm just kidding.
In a bit of a good mood. I know that it didn't do much.
I mean, I have pretty high passive perception.
Pretty.
Not when you're unconscious.
Ready to have a.
Whenever I wake up, I can like, oh, there's something different about you.
Actually, right when you wake up, it's actually like down to 1, and then it slowly builds back up to its full potential. Most people aren't like, 30 perception. What's going on? No, I'm just kidding.
I just like to think I know Krevlin well enough to notice.
You can definitely notice. Like he said, it's a.
Not that I would comment on it. But
it's a very, very subtle change, but you can notice
pretty
it.
Good.
He looks happier.
He looks happier. He still has he's lounging for sure. He's still got his swagger. He's still pretty. He's got his hooves up.
Well, good morning, Krevlin.
Yes, good morning. Well, good night to me. I'm ready to go
Good
to
night.
sleep. I'm glad you woke up. I'm
Good
quite hurt,
morning,
actually.
good
I don't know if
night.
you remember yesterday or this morning or last night, whatever it happened.
do.
I'm quite hurt and I'm ready to sleep.
Yes, please go to sleep. I
Ready to have
will.
magic sleep. I'm feeling
I'll
pretty
take
good,
it
though.
from here.
Thank you. So, yeah, you will go to sleep. Time for my long rest.
Okay. And you take your long rest. Alinthi, you are up and kind of looking around. Everybody else is still asleep. You've gotten pretty used to that, being the only elf in the group.
Yeah.
So,
Because everyone else is falling asleep on their watch.
yep, that too. Let's not forget about that. As you are approaching through here, kind of looking out the windows occasionally, go ahead and just give me a perception check.
Does this one have to wait for me to wake up too?
Yeah, you can't use your full perception. No,
I'm kidding.
Triple disadvantage.
19.
19. Okay, so 19 is enough. You notice it is very subtle. Like, more subtle than the change you notice in Krevlin. And it's probably one of those things where you almost pass it off as not, what it is. But you smell a very faint burning smell. It's very faint. And it smells like what you would smell if wood was burning, or
Like the fire I accidentally started in my microwave last night.
yeah, there you go. What's a microwave?
Sorry, I just had to mention that.
In the microwave. Oh no!
Sorry.
In my world, they're called
Hey,
they're called microwaves in my
that.
world.
Brought us
Hey.
out of world. My bad.
don't do that. It's bad.
Hey.
Microwaves are not supposed to be on
Shocking.
fire, actually.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
And whatever you do, though, any time you need to put all the metal you can in there. No, don't do that. Viewers, don't do that. I'm not buying any of you new microwaves. All right, so
Dang it.
maybe we'll do like a raffle for one. But that's about it. So
Watch some microwave.
that's funny. Don't forget to get your "Don't Put Shit You Shouldn't in a Microwave" T-shirts. They'll be on the non-existent store.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we got a lot of good ideas here. We probably need to start working on making an actual store. So, all right. Yeah. Is there anything you'd like to do with the time you have?
So I'm gonna kind of peek my head out the carriage window and see if I can see any smoke or fire. Or
Okay.
anything
Make
in
a
the distance.
make a perception check. This would be more of a visual one than a smelling one.
Oh, 19. I rolled the same number.
Nice. Visually, it is not easy to see, but your elven eyes are better than most. So I will tell you what your elven eyes see, and they see they see very faint smoke, quite a ways from here. And as you're kind of looking at that, you hear a familiar voice from inside the wagon. He's more than likely burned the entire city down. Lady Prav is up.
Navarre? Yeah. Navarre did?
Yes.
So he is evil then, like we thought.
It's complicated. Is he?
Should I,
Is
before you
he?
continue, should I wake up my party for us to all hear this?
They need their rest for what's to come. I would say let them rest, and we can bring them in on it. She kind of looks at herself, and a couple of just as a flavor mechanic, some of the wounds on her and stuff didn't fully clear up. She just kind of starts taking care of those. You see her hands glowing, and she's just taking care of it and kind of straightening out her outfit. She looks over you and she's like, for as long as I can remember, there's been something off about Navarre. But that day 20 years ago, when it was the king or the king's brother, he didn't hesitate. He killed the king's brother. Stopped him from killing the king. So I can't think that he would have harm intended for the king, because why would he save him? Mm-hmm. I think there may have once been good in him, but it can't exist any longer, not when he's done this. There was
What do you know?
There was a time where we were, you may believe it or not, but there was a time when Navarre and I were friends. He was not always this way.
I'm sure Rolo will be glad to know.
He was once a very well-respected paladin before what had happened to him. You see,
what happened?
Kuja, upon
the king's brother,
upon Navarre stepping in to give the final blow against his brother, he was hit with what many call a demon fire. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Abyss or its capabilities, but this is not a fire like you or I see or that we can smell, because it's not like that. This is something much worse. Every negative feeling, every nightmare you've ever had bundled into one, just searing your skin, non-stop, chaos everywhere. He hit him with it. It was so... Kuja hit Navarre with a blast of this so severe that his face was almost unrecognizable. We didn't think he was going to live, but he did. And we were happy for that, but since that time he's changed.
I think he plans some sort of revenge.
I think it's deeper than that.
What else do you know? Why, why have we just been going on all these non-stop quests for nothing to... We've accomplished nothing.
Not for nothing. Never for nothing. We've accomplished much. I know that you may not feel that way, but we have. We've gotten answers. We have flushed out the mole. We know that Navarre is the one who has been against us. There may be others.
So what is this? What are we going back to? What are we...
As I told you before, we know where the king... I'm frozen. There we go. We know where the king's son is. We have him. Navarre does not know because we have suspected that he was no longer with us. But how can you have that kind of conversation with somebody?
I mean, it must be pretty awkward.
We also would not want to give him any hints that we knew. But clearly he did, for he sent me to my death.
So what do we need to do now to stop him?
We need to fight. More than we ever have before.
Do you have, maybe a specific breakdown plan of what we need to do?
I know where the king's son is. I cannot tell you and your friends yet, but I promise when this conflict is over, I will tell you.
What is the end goal?
There will be no more.
There
will be no more secrets.
Does it run deeper? Does it run deeper than Navarre?
It runs deeper than you will ever know.
So our first goal is to stop Navarre and return order to Pale Moon.
The first order to Pale Moon would be nice, but there hasn't been order in Pale Moon for many, many years.
So what if we spend all this work, time stopping Navarre, and then someone else comes and...
Not like him. Not that we've seen. There is the other worry of Monroe. We don't know how he's involved, but we know that he is involved with the demons in some way. Now, I do not suspect even for a moment that Navarre is working for a demon. Oh, he would despise demons after what they've done to him.
We have noticed quite a lot of devils involved in this as well. Do you think he could be working with devils?
It would make
because they hate demons as much as he does?
It would make sense. That would tie a lot of things together.
Definitely would.
You see her in deep thought. And you can make an insight check if you want. You don't feel like she's being dishonest, but you can make an insight check to confirm that.
Oh, almost a natural 20.
What'd you get?
23.
23? Okay, she's lying. No, I'm just kidding. She's not. So, no. Monologue killer. All that stuff I just told you, it's a fucking lie. No. So, yeah, she just kills you all. No,
no, if I thought she was lying.
Oh yeah, you can try to stab her.
I wouldn't, but
no, she's telling the truth. She definitely knows more than she's told you in the past, but she has told you guys more than once at this point that she's not keeping anything from you anymore. Now, with the exception of the location of the king's son, because she's not going to give that to just anybody. You're going to have to be very trusted on a very high pedestal for that information to be given. Not if Captain Navarre wasn't given that information even prior to his downfall, then yeah, she would not.
no.
She would not know. But she does continue to speak to you, and she says something in him changed. It's odd, really. The things he's capable of, the power that he yields, it's more than he's had before. Something's
He made some
different.
sort of deal
I
to
wouldn't
get more power.
I wouldn't put that past him, but a deal is a situation that got our kingdom in what it is in now, and that is always been a negative thing to Polanians. I mean, Navarre he grew up here. I saw him as, she's much older than Navarre, by the way. I saw him as a boy turn into a knight. He was always the first in line to help, the first in line to defend the defenseless. He was meant to be a paladin. I had hoped he would follow Harsgold, but as times got tougher, he focused more on trying to balance the good with the bad, and in since became a member of Ostia. Now, this is unlike the goddess of balance. I cannot imagine that she would condone this. So
When
something
like what happened,
something has changed.
when something like what happened to him happens, who knows how your body and your mind and your soul will react to something like that. He was changed forever, as you've told me, and it's not something one can easily come back from and be the same.
I first noticed it the day that I met you, when he had that person that he was publicly going to execute. That was never anything that I would ever see him capable of. Things had been bad before, but that was the last straw. From that moment on, I had eyes on him. Well, you could say I had eyes on him. It was Master Yin, so that's kind of a little bit of a... You know what I mean.
Yes. I've not forgotten about Master Yen, and hopefully there is still something that we can do for him.
He was a good man.
Because he's blind.
Thank you, Garrus. Even Lady Prava notices the pun.
I noticed it. I just kind of overlooked it.
It's like, oh shit. Let's not speak ill of the, still walking around, but let's not speak ill of the dead.
Don't speak ill of the blind.
Speak ill of them at all.
I'm just joking. So yeah, she continues to talk to you and says, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're even going to live through this. So as I told you before, if Navarre wanted me dead, why not just kill me himself?
I mean, he couldn't risk it being seen or witnessed, or someone connecting the dots to find out it was him.
It's possible that a part of him in there is still good and he couldn't bring himself to be the one to do it. I'd like to think that, but the things I've seen him do, something changed.
Can I be awake?
So we'll say as the carriage is kind of turning, I would say you guys have all been kind of in and out to the point that you're kind of picking up bits and pieces of this, but you can re-clarify anything you want. But we'll say at this point everybody's kind of long rested. So
he sent us here in a carriage, a fast carriage, to
Krevlin,
get you as quick as possible.
Good morning.
So, like, if he sent us here as fast as possible to go rescue you, is it possible that he's being influenced and outside? You said he was never like that, and then all of a sudden, when we arrived and when he's that day, he tried to execute somebody. Is it possible that maybe there's an influence from the outside and he has a little bit, maybe some control, and that was his way of fighting back?
That's a plausible theory. I would like to think that the part of him that's fighting back was meant for good, but there's still so much risk in doing that. I mean...
Well, maybe we'll still kill him. No problem. That's easy. We'll still kill him, but maybe that's why we're sitting here wondering why he would send us in a carriage to rescue you, and if you would have just said nothing at all, you'd be dead.
As I've said before, I would like to think it would be easy, but we cannot underestimate Navarre or what he is capable of.
I'm not underestimating. We'll kill him. No problem.
So
Easy.
all this talk of killing Navarre has got me excited, and I woke up.
No!
Kill Navarre?
Wakes up like ready to.
Did somebody say douche?
Is this
if we kill him, it's not us who killed him. It's whoever took over his body and is making him do all these bad things. They're the ones at fault. That's fine.
You see, I thought that as well.
I'm just wondering why he would send us here.
I thought that as well, but if the influence is a devil, it is more unlikely that a devil in this sense would be possessing him as much as they would be influencing him, giving him promises of power, a deal, a pact perhaps. As Alinthi had pointed out, maybe he made a deal. But
maybe.
I don't think he is possessed. I am a very renowned cleric of Harsgalt. I can tell when somebody's possessed. And
maybe
he
not
was
possessed, maybe blackmailed?
Exorcisms are one of my specialties.
Maybe not possessed, but blackmailed. They've got something on him. They've got something he loves.
I would like to think that.
Hey, I got.
They're forcing his hand again. We'll kill him. I'm all for that. It's fine.
You keep saying that.
It's
fine.
fine.
I got an idea.
I'm okay
I know
with that.
You think it's just going to be let's kill him, but it's actually I think it's a decent idea. So what I was thinking is maybe because he says he's represents the goddess of balance, which I think he's full of donkey dong. But anyways,
watch your mouth.
I think that what I should do is, as the champion of Ostia, that I might be able to communicate with her and find out, because if he's wearing her symbol and all sorts of stuff, I would think she might have some connection to him and find out information, or she may not. You never know. You never know how it's going to work out, but it's worth a shot. I can, at least see if I can get any information.
He never spoke much of his relationship with the goddess. He would just tell me time and time again that he needed to find the balance to help him with the voice in his head that he did not want to listen to.
Before we try and kill him, we need to try and get him to give some
The
answers.
voice in his head? That's what I did.
I'm agreeing with you, Krevlin.
That's what I just said.
So could that voice also be something tied in with the queen?
Oh, yes. Daenerys, please tell Lady Prava of your vision.
News of the queen.
Yeah. I don't think she's the queen anymore.
What do you mean?
She's definitely possessed. Well, she was in a room full of devils to begin with. But, was very humanoid and then very tiefling.
The queen has the queen died?
Good question.
It's a question that we definitely need to know the answer to. Remember anything you can.
There was definitely 3 devil creatures carrying her corpse out.
Oh.
She didn't look good, apparently.
Osgold, guide us. Chick looks up. If the queen has died, that is the first part of the curse, the pact made with the original king of Pelmoon. That means that the first step has been completed. Which means now...
What's the next step?
The next step is for the king to agree to the terms of giving the son. Then the king is killed, and then when the son has been killed, that will allow the pact to be complete. And legend says that if that happens, Azuldan will be free to roam the material plane.
Well, hopefully
we cannot let him get that far.
I'm hoping the king's not grief-stricken and just isn't in his right mind, and he still will protect his son.
He loved her, but the love he has for his son, the pact that his ancestors made, to think that one could ever risk such a thing. Now, the story does go that the reason why the king made the pact is because the queen of that particular generation was incapable of carrying a child. But when the pact was made, we were not aware of that. Well, I mean, I was not alive, but they were not aware of that. And miraculously, one day, we had news that the queen was pregnant and that the boy would be the heir to the throne. There was much excitement throughout the kingdom. Glorious celebration. But the king, no one could ever quite figure out why he looked so sad. And now I think it's perfectly logical to know that, yes, the pact had been made. Did he settle the pact? No. Because the Kingdom of Dreams, which is our kingdom, Pale Moon, still stands. It may be on fire right now, but it still stands, and the pact has not been complete. Which means every king before ours has not allowed the devils to get what they want. Which means there was good in them. They did not want their child to die. They chose to let themselves die before the son could ever die. And the pact has never been complete. As many say, the circle is left the circle itself is left broken. And we need to find the 3 pieces to put it back together.
What 3 pieces are
Well,
those?
one is already gone. The queen, the king is next. If the king dies and the location of the son is found, the moment the son is slain, Azuldan will have free roam.
So what do you suggest we do now? Like, do we just need to try to...
Step 1 is to try and protect the king. We need to do what we can to either neutralize, or as Krevlin has reminded us, to kill him. I would say at this point, as much as it might pain my heart, he has earned that.
It won't pain my heart.
So should we try and find the king when we get to Pale Moon, or should we just immediately...
Well, I don't think Navarre's gonna make that very easy. But
Yeah.
I know the city better than he does, so you will follow my lead.
Okay. I'm
Do
okay
you
with
have anyone that you're for sure is on our side that can back us up when we go in?
If they are not already gone or dead, now I will tell you this. There are not many people left in the city. Those who were mainly guards, or people who refused to move out because of selfish watch over their treasures, or too ill to move. But when the threat of Trandor was becoming more prominent, I took it upon myself to have some of our higher-end guards, some of our more trusted adversaries, take all the women, children, and the capable of not fighting men. Some women stayed to fight as well, but most of them we sent elsewhere prior to this. So the good news is that there's still many Pale Moon lives safe. You've also saved quite a few when you saved me, and they would be headed back to that. It is a safe spot. We do not tell many of it, but it is a plan B, so to speak.
Do you happen to know 3 guards named Gary, Barry, and Larry?
Why, yes, I do.
They were quite helpful. They were quite helpful in the taking of the city just now.
That does not surprise me. They are 3 of our best.
They were amazing.
They were the best.
Do you think they would like turn on him, or do you think are they more loyal? Do you think than Navarre?
I don't think there's 3 more loyal people than them.
Are
Larry,
they loyal to
Larry,
him
Barry,
or
and
to
Gary have
Pale
always
Moon?
been very loyal to the crown.
Okay,
They're some of our highest paid soldiers.
nice.
Good to know. They need to be paid more.
One of them is very good at hitting, but then it just doesn't turn out to be very much after the hits happened, but he's working on that.
Give it to Larry.
Aim is impeccable. Okay, so
Just needs to follow through.
at this point, you can all smell smoke now.
Oh yeah, guys, Pale Moon's on fire.
And
Nice.
Oh,
it's you're getting closer. If you look out the carriage, you can see the smoke for sure. You can start seeing the castle in the distance and the village ahead of it. It's just black smoke everywhere. Is there anything anybody wants to prepare before we get to this?
I'm gonna, just in case I need it, I'll put a mage armor on myself. Anybody else need some of this? Anybody else? I got.
I'm gonna take an application each, one on each deal of the poison stuff.
Okay.
And put that on.
You got it.
That way, if I hit somebody, a 13's not much, but
I mean, every little bit helps.
Become poisoned, then that helps everybody else out in the fight.
Every little bit helps. So everybody's got everything prepared. The carriage she's like, all right. She sits up and kind of walks to the front of the carriage, and not sure exactly what she's doing, but the carriage starts to slow down. She says, we're not going to go any further with the horses. It'll paint a target on our backs. But
should we send them in alone so that way he thinks that we didn't come back with them and that we're dead?
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do that. I will sneak us in through a back way. Now, it may be on fire, but I will do what I can to get us through that. I know we are in a hurry, but please trust me when I say I need to make a quick stop before we head on. It is important. All will be revealed soon. And so as that happens, you guys get out of the carriage, prepare your stuff. She sends the carriage off. As the carriage runs by the front of the gate, kind of passes it, you guys do see from the front what looks like two entities of some sort kind of start slithering and then almost like floating towards the carriage, chasing it down. She kind of looks over at you and she says, looks like they took the bait. All right, let's go. She starts running towards as you guys get closer, you can start actively no longer hearing the carriage, and you can actively start hearing the fire in the distance. It is blazing, and buildings are just all over the place, are just collapsing and falling. You guys start heading towards that. And as soon as you get to an area where she says, through here, she kind of takes you in through like a back part of the city where the gate itself has already burned down. You kind of go under a couple different structures, some of them more on fire than others. Everything's just kind of falling apart. You see her near the temple. She looks at you all and says, all right, wait here for just a moment. And she goes into the part of the temple.
Out in the open?
No, you're not in the open. You're kind of in an alleyway where the side entrance of it. You can see out there, it's just smoke and fire. You don't see
any guards anywhere.
You don't see any active movement at the current junction point that you're at. So you don't see anything like that.
Can I play us some stealth music?
Please tell me, what does stealth music sound like?
Just
what is that?
Something like this.
All right,
Super intense.
As this is happening, you guys are kind of sitting there waiting. You see through the flame and smoke, rubble starting to break apart and fall, and you see a very familiar Lady Prava. However, she's wearing some type of chainmail, and she has what looks like a really badass mace that she's walking up with, and it has the symbol of Harsgold on it. It's dark black and gold all across it.
It is.
And she
walking in through the flames.
She's just walking through the flames like it's nothing.
Yes.
Go, girl.
Yes.
She walks up to you all and she says, I have sat on the sidelines for far too long. It's time that I did something more than just pray. It's time that I fight for the cause. That I fight with you, so that we will once again be the Faithful Five. And she kind of walks past you.
Says, you queen.
Slay queen.
Let's go. As she does, she kind of grabs Rolo.
All I have to say.
Rolo, she grabs your hand and she kind of motions you to lean down towards her so she can talk in your ear. And she says, be vigilant. For whatever reason, Navarre seems to be targeting you more than anyone. Remember, You are a better person than he will ever be. Don't let him ever think otherwise. And you've got this. And as she says that, you feel some kind of energy surge through your arm, and you have Death Ward cast on you.
What does that do?
If you go to 0 hit points, you go back to 1 hit point, and you do not die.
How long does it last?
8 hours.
Nice.
Now, I mean, once it's used, it's gone, but it stops you from just dying. Like, even if you were to get disintegrated and turn to dust, it would stop you from turning to dust. So
that is awesome.
Now it's, not gonna say you're probably gonna get disintegrated, but that's just an example. Like, unless you drop
going up against enemies who have disintegrate, because we're level 6.
Hey,
we're not.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Here, let me change something real fast. I forgot what level you guys are.
And
did you remember we're level 8?
Whoops! Whoops!
Oh no.
I'm scared.
When she does that, I
don't know how to play this game. All right.
So when she gives me that, I feel that, like...
Yeah, you definitely feel something's different.
Come on.
Yep.
I look back here and I say, by the goddess of balance herself, I will do everything I can to make sure that whoever did this pays for it.
And she kind of looks at you and says, I know you will. And she turns back and just walks right into the city, doesn't give a shit. Just walking right out to the open of the city. As you guys
go right with her behind her.
That's fine. As you guys are walking through, there is still some faint screaming in the distances of areas. You see still many dead bodies on the ground from the previous scuffle. Some demon, some devil, some human, like multiple races. One thing that you definitely see, which is kind of, very off-putting, is there are multiple things where there's just like heads on pikes that have kind of caught some of the flames. And you don't know if this is the devil's doing or the demon's doing, but it's horrific nonetheless. Smells terrible out here. As it's happening, Rolo, you hear a voice start talking in your head. And what you hear is the voice of Navarre. And you hear him say, "Back so soon, are we?"
Yeah, I just got back from your mom's house.
How colorful. He says, "Well, Rolo, Warden of Balance, let me tell you a story about balance." Now, as you guys are nobody else can hear this. So, Rolo, you're following everybody and you're like listening.
Does this story end with me killing you? Because I like that story.
Is he talking out loud or is he talking back in his head too?
I'll say in my head.
Yeah, I assume you're talking in your head because everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro?"
Who are you killing?
Probably gonna be like, "You're ruining my vibe." No, so
hey, while I'm talking to him, can I grab what's her face? The
Lady Prava.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab her, and I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna like signal to her that I'm getting some intel.
Okay, so as you're doing that, she's like, "What's that? Timmy stuck in a well?" All right, so no, so she kind of
I mouthed off, like say Navarre, like
all three of us are over here like
yeah. So she like turns around and starts looking.
He's in my head. I say that out loud. He's in my head.
He could be anywhere. And as so like Prava starts kind of actively looking for him. He goes, the voice continues and he says, "Tell me, Rolo, your goddess of balance, if she cares so much about you, why does she talk to you in riddles? Why does she tell you that things will get better when they never seem to get better?"
I mean, I think, for me, things are going pretty awesome. I got this new cloak. I got these really cool gloves, which you're probably going to feel here in a few minutes. But they're pretty awesome. And so, I mean, I've got some cool friends. We fighting evil. Got the goddess of balance on my side. I mean,
do you?
It seems like life's going great for me right now. It seems like you're the one that something bad really about to happen to.
Do you have the goddess of balance on your side? You see, Rolo, you remind me a lot of myself because I was just like you once. I was the warden of balance. I was the champion of Ostia. And you know where that got me? Nowhere. Because balance never leads anywhere but the same spot. Time after time after time.
Well, I say, well, how about you come out, me and you one-on-one right now, and we'll see who the goddess of Astia favors.
You remind me so much of myself. Rolo, your strength is growing. But as long as you follow that so-called goddess, you will never get stronger. Now, hear me. I could show you strength. I could teach you things. I could allow you to have such power that with a mere snap of your fingers, the people in front of you would crumble to flames. I could teach you to be as great as Azuldan one
Well,
day.
my dad used to tell me in my village growing up, before he was slain by somebody similar to yourself, that absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Rolo, it's like looking in a mirror. Although this mirror is about 4 feet taller, but you know what I mean. However,
Do you want to talk all day, or do we want to do this?
I want you
ready
on
to go.
my side, Rolo. I need you to understand the power, the gold, the women, the things that you will get. It will the level of power will be unimaginable. Nothing you could ever possibly think. Take my teachings. Let me be your guide. I beg of you.
I'm gonna think about it for no. So,
Well, all right then. I guess it's time to find me. And as he says
let's
that,
dance, bitch.
as he says that, it cuts off. All right, so what are you guys doing?
Know real quick. Hey, I was just talking to Navarre in my head. This dude's an evil dude. He's not. There's no goodness in him.
What did he say?
He told me, he tried to convert me to following his way and turning my back on my goddess, and stated that he was her champion before me, and
So it's
that
as we
he is
suspected.
in it for himself, and that if I follow him, that he will give me all these riches. And I'll be honest, guys, I almost thought about it for a split second before I told him to go F himself.
Thanks,
And
Frollo.
I
but
appreciate you, Willow.
I told him I was ready to find him, and he won't come out and fight me. He said I have to find him, and I didn't know that we were playing a childhood game of hide and seek.
Very tormented game.
Yeah, find the annoying little bitch in the town. I thought that he would be a man and would fight me like a man.
So
Did you hear anything in the background?
as you're saying
Was
this,
it only his voice?
you heard fire. So he's somewhere in the city. So as you turn the corner talking about this, you guys see what looks like some type of devil creature of some sort that is like completely hurt, and it's like shrugging towards you, like coming towards you guys, and all of a sudden you see an arrow just go through the back of its head, through its face, and it falls. And in the distance you can see a soldier that's holding a bow and arrow that lowers it and starts running up. 2 other soldiers join behind him. You guys are seeing Larry, Barry, and Gary.
What's
Hey, what's up, my brother?
Oh, bravo.
Hey,
Bravo, Fateful 5. How you've arrived. Things are crazy. Navarre's gone nuts. We're not sure who's good or who's bad. I mean, as that happens, you hear in the distance, you hear the familiar voice of Artemis. You hear him going, "Light it up!" And you just see this devil body fly across behind you guys and smash into a wall.
You got his name right.
I did. I had to think about it for a second. And as that happens, Artemis runs by, and you just see devils flying all over the place. And 5 seconds after that, you see a little fairy, "Wait up, big guy!" flying after him.
We're like the Avengers right now.
Nice.
"Wait up, big guy! I want to help you!" Flying through. And as that happens, he's like, "Yeah, we've tried to get Artemis and Quinn over here. We can't stop him. He's very pissed. He's gonna take care of other things, but we're still trying to get people who refuse to get out. We're trying to get them out. It's been chaos. Larry is pretty hurt, but you just see him kind of move the chainmail a little bit, and there's just a huge gash in his stomach.
We should help should help
So,
him.
it's worse than it. Okay, no, it's really bad and it hurts. But I'll be fine. Save your magic for someone else.
Oh, but no, but who else is there? You need,
Yeah,
need this.
we need you, Larry.
Prava walks up to him and says, "We're not losing anybody else today." And she her hand kind of glows, and she's gonna cast a level 1 healing word on him. And it seals up most of that wound. She goes, "Now, the 3 of you, I've heard high praises. Get through this, and we'll see what we can do about that. Get the people out. We're counting on all 3 of you." Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Real quick before we do this, I've got that. What's that thing that I can do that gives us?
I don't know. What is that thing you can do?
What's that thing that I can do that gives us all additional temporary hit points?
It'd be underneath your features and traits if you have it. Unless it's a spell. I don't think it's a spell, though.
Oh, I thought I had something like that. I could do that.
I can take a quick skim, but...
Emissary of Peace, Rebuke the Violent, no.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
I guess I don't. I did change some of my stuff around.
Okay.
But I guess I don't have anymore.
Right.
I thought I had something like that.
Well, if you remember it, great.
But I'm good. Okay, no problem. I don't see anything that says that on my stuff.
Okay, so let's see. So as that happens and they all take off, what is everybody wanting to do at this point? The city is burning down around you. People are screaming. Larry, Barry, and Gary are trying to get people out. Every now and then, when you guys are walking by fiery alleyways, you'll hear Artemis "Get some!" and it's just go by, and there's just devils all over the place that are running from him.
I just want to start yelling for what's his face to come out.
Navarre?
Navarre, and Navarre, you scared little bitch, come out and fight.
Our goal right now is we want to find Navarre, but also the king.
Yeah.
Lady Prava just said follow her.
Yeah, so Lady Prava's looking for Navarre at the moment. So
I want to cast Augury to try and help.
Sure. So we'll get to Augury in just a second. Go ahead.
I'm going to use my my special action, Mirthful Leaps.
Okay.
I'm going to jump in the air, and I can add an extra D8 of height to my leap.
Okay, go for it. Each step or just one time, and it stays that way?
Hold on.
Sure.
See what it is. It's an extra 1 foot.
So you can jump slightly higher than you did before.
I mean, a foot extra is quite a bit.
It is, but
I can jump an extra foot.
I think everybody's probably capable of jumping an extra foot, but that's okay.
I'm going to grab an extra foot beyond what I can already jump. I can jump high.
Which in
D&D
is
an extra foot.
Which in D&D is pretty good. What, Rolo?
Oh, I'm gonna grab my holy symbol and I'm gonna try and have a quick, say a prayer to my goddess for inspiration and just basically saying that give me the strength to hold this this apostate accountable in your honor and just give me the strength to get through this.
So as you do that, the flames around you kind of start to quiet, and you're just surrounded by darkness. And in the distance, you hear a voice that says, "I am always watching. Now go, and be careful." And you're back, and she's actually speaking to you. So it does give you more inspiration to continue. At that point, Augury kicks on. Everything around you starts to quiet. Everybody around you starts to disappear, Daenerys, except all the devil bodies on the ground. All of them are still visual. You can see just the devils on the ground, and as that happens, you see in the distance what looks like one devil running away, and all of a sudden it just smashes into the ground and then gets ripped to pieces, and you're thinking, well, that's probably Artemis killing another devil. But you can see the devils, but you can't see anything else. And as that's happening, things are kind of playing in reverse. And you see an image of what looks like Captain Navarre, but it's hard to make out. It's almost like static on a television screen. It's him, and then it blurs and detorts and starts like growing in shapes in different ways, and kind of almost like the Ring style, like walking type thing is happening. And he continues to do that and solidify, then do that and solidify. And you can just see like what parts of the buildings that your faint vision outside of Augury can see. You just see like parts of the building falling through it, and they kind of like look over at you, and you're like, in your Augury, you've never seen anything connect with you in it. It's always just been you watching. And as that happens, the image of Navarre like starts to raise its finger towards you and point at you. And then you hear what sounds like a laughter as you like shock out of your Augury, and you get hit with just a big blast of like depressive energy. There's a lot of hate coming from whatever that was.
You okay, Daenerys?
I think some of our theories might be correct on Navarre. I don't think it's just him anymore.
I can't wait to kill him.
Is he like? Do you think
Maybe
he's
he's already
possessed
dead.
too?
Is it what?
Something of those sorts.
Yeah.
Maybe he's already dead.
Definitely. It could, yeah, he could be kind of.
He's got that
a
mask
master
on. We don't know what he looks like underneath that.
And that's
It's
true.
not even
We never
him.
see his actual face.
Lady Prava says
I
he
think
got
he's still
hit
alive
with
because he
demon
was
fire
talking
in
to my
his
head.
face.
He's still alive somewhere because he was just talking to me.
I'm
so
saying maybe it's not him.
I don't know. It sounded
Somebody
like
else.
Navarre. It sounded totally douchey. Like it was like
All right.
imagine
I
the
guess it's all buttoned
douchiest
up then.
sound
It's
in your head
definitely him.
ever.
What if
Got it.
something's been impersonating him, and that's why he's wearing?
I don't think you can impersonate that level of douchiness. I don't think it's possible.
Well, it would have been him this entire time, though, because Lady Prava was telling me that she doesn't remember him being like that until he got hit with the demon fire.
No,
Whenever
Demon Fire
he-
happened
Changed it.
many years ago.
Yeah, so maybe ever since then, it's been someone else.
Maybe.
So I didn't really get a location for Navarre, did I?
You saw him. The pointing was coming from probably several hundred feet, like north, towards where the castle entrance would be. And it looks like the courtyard that's like right outside of the castle.
I think
I'm gonna
our
look
best
at
bet
Lady
is-
Prava.
You want to what?
I'm gonna ask Lady Prava.
Sure. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask her in her head. Like I can talk to somebody in their head up to 5 miles.
Sure.
Would it be best to stay in contact with you? I can only do it with one person though.
Either me
In case,
or your other healer.
yes, I'll stay in contact with you.
All right.
Actually, I got this earring here. I can actually talk to Rolo through this earring at any time. And with you, I can just be in our head. Now, I can just sing songs and you can just hear me anytime. Very nice.
how
Like you can
lovely.
get a nice battle song. It's very nice.
That'll be so great.
For battle hymn for you to fight to.
It's very exciting. All right, Rollo, or not Rollo, Krevlin. Stay vigilant. Stay safe. I will keep an eye on you as much as I can, as I will the others. All right,
You
so
can just talk in my head at any time.
thank you. Yeah, so Daenerys, would you like to tell them where you saw Navarre coming from?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you guys, I think our best bet is heading towards the castle because Navarre was definitely in the courtyard not that long ago.
He seems like the type of douche that would just hang out at a castle after burning a city down. He seems like that kind of a guy.
Yeah, he's pretty power hungry. I think we should just go shit on him.
Yeah.
straight.
I can't wait to put boot to ass. It will be nice.
All right, so as you're saying that and heading that direction, yeah, the heat's intensifying around you. Like, it's getting to the point where parts of the city can no longer be accessed without getting very badly burned. But the areas that you're able to get through and navigate, you do so. It does take you a lot longer than it would to get to that part of the city because you have to circumnavigate this burning down city. However, when you get to the point of the courtyard, there is what almost looks like a perfect circle of fire around it, and everything on the inside of it seems like it's calm. And there you see the still figure of Navarre in his full armor, has his sword on one hand, and he's holding what looks like some type of spear, or like a some type of spear or something on the other hand, a javelin almost.
So it's just him?
From visually right now, that's all you see.
Okay. Can I cast a spell on him from where I'm at?
What's the distance of the spell?
60 feet.
You're not close enough probably to do that yet. You'd have to get up closer, and keep in mind, once you do that, that would start initiative.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think we're talking to this guy.
He knows where you're at, so you're not surprising him.
Hold person prepared, and the second I get to 60 feet, I want to cast hold person on him.
All right, you got it. So, yeah. So we'll say as you guys start getting closer to the point where you can start hearing, like, actual verbal speech, back still turned, you hear Navarre's voice once again. Ah, fateful five, come to die. Now, Rollo, have you given what I talked with you about any more thought?
If I'm within 60 feet, I'm going to cast my thing. That's my answer. My answer is to go within 60 feet.
All right, so you walk up and release the magic upon him, and as it does, something's weird. The magic hits him and immediately dissipates. And you don't think that he resisted the magic. You've seen this before. It's not finding a humanoid to attach to.
Ooh, he's not humanoid. He's not a humanoid. I yelled that out. He's not a humanoid.
So as that happens, he kind of like stabs the javelin into the ground, puts the sword on his back, and just starts clapping. It took them quite a while, but they got there, didn't they? Well, he pulls the javelin out of the ground, pulls the sword back out, just shh. Sword ignites on fire. He kind of turns around and looks at you all, and he says, well, Rollo, if you are not going to be my ally, then you are my enemy, and you will die with the rest. And he kind of like, and as he says that, you guys see on both sides, all these bones start collecting, and this fire starts swirling with them, and these figures of what looks like it kind of just like serrates out the bone, and these chains start dragging in and wrapping up in it, and these two fiery blade devils just kind of start walking out, or chain devils, excuse me, start walking out from both sides, and just like and with all that happening, you can hear in the faint distance, "Get some!" And it's just more explosions happening off in the distance.
Artemis.
And has he always been able to do that with his chains and stuff? Is that normal for him?
This is something new. And she, like, okay. Lady Pravate, you can actually see her noticeably shaking. And she says, Navarre, what have you become? And he looks up at you all, and, like, you can see, like, the darkness through the slits or through the eye holes of the mask. And he says, something greater. Something far greater. You and your friends are in over your heads. And now, you die. And as he says that, we're going to roll initiative.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I've been waiting to fight this guy for so long.
Yeah. All right, so let me add the modifiers to the rolls here.
I want to see that.
Like a version of prom. Man, dude, you and me have a very different understanding of prom.
It's going to be very awkward to fight this fight with the raging Goliath.
You ever danced with them?
That I currently have.
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? You're about to. All right.
Hey, that was like the best joke you possibly could have made. That worked in so many different ways.
Did you plan that?
That was crazy.
Did you plan that?
He just watched Batman.
Gremlin's
that is from Batman.
He's been waiting to say that this whole campaign.
Arguably, besides The Dark Knight Rises, one of the best Batmans they ever made. But I think
Never saw it.
the first Batman was fantastic. Anyway,
Never saw it.
11.
Okay, 11 for
11.
Rollo.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Yep, Olympy.
15.
So you guys see Rollo run off into a corner and just start pissing on some flames.
Now's not the time.
He's putting out some flames. He's still helping.
Yeah. Krevlin, what'd you get?
He's balanced.
16.
15?
6. 1 6.
16, gotcha. Denari?
13.
13. Okay, sorting. Okay, up first is Navarre. So,
Is there a map?
yes, I'm sorry. Good call. Let me show you guys what you see. Let's start the session here. Let me get the spectator view going for our watchers. I'm gonna say 209% is a good zoom to see everything and still kind of grasp what's going on with the screen. It'll be a little less than that for my viewers because the screen's smaller. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. It's 149 for the people watching because I have the spectator view on. So, okay. So yeah, you see the Chain Devils coming out of the flames there. Chain Devil 1, Chain Devil 2. Maps up, Rollo, if you're able to see it.
I am not, but
Okay.
I know who I'm fighting in this fight.
Okay.
I know who I'm going.
All right, so Chain Devil 1, got it. All right. Okay, so Navarre is actually first in the initiative order, so
He cheated.
he's going to actually he has a +8 and he rolled a nat 20, so
Of course he did.
I didn't, and I actually have the initiative tracker roll them for me, and it just rolls all my bad guys for me, and that's genuinely how it happened. Dice tell the story. So do a reenactment. Oh, visual reenactment. Okay, so Captain Navarre looks at you all and he says, oh, "Such a waste, Rollo. I gave you such an opportunity, and you threw it back in my face!" And he throws the javelin at you. Hang on.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance to take a D12 +2.
Well, let's see if he hits first. Which he
Well, I
does.
thought you said he rolled a nat 20.
No, for his initiative.
Oh, okay.
But he did roll a 19, so it's a 29 to hit.
Yeah, I'm going to use that.
Okay, go for it.
D12 +2.
So as you guys see this, you see the javelin fly at like incredible speed, and it's
5.
Okay,
5 less.
it stabs into Rollo's shoulder, and Rollo's just kind of so like pumped for this that he like just kind of like looks at it like, what the fuck, and it just right in your shoulder, and you take hang on.
-5. Take 5 off of it.
Yeah, that's fine. You would normally take 13 points of damage, but you take 8. So you
Your mother hits harder than that, bitch.
he's like, oh, that was just a hit for you to reconsider. But as I can see, that's not going to happen, so maybe I should hit you with a better blast. And as he says that, he's gonna start walking towards you guys. He kind of stops about 10 feet from you, Rollo. Just looks at you. And he says, remember, you brought this on yourself. And as he does, he's going to engulf you with Hellfire. I need a dexterity saving throw.
I'm nervous.
Dexterity save. Okay, yeah, because I got that +2. All right. 19.
Okay.
Suck that dick, bitch.
I mean, 19's good, but 19 just fails.
Oh, of course it does.
DC 20, my man. He's a
DC 20.
Mm-hmm. You got to remember also, it's 5 against 3.
Yeah, well.
Numbers do matter in this game a lot. So you take 23 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Do you have any kind of fire resistance or anything? I don't think you do.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good. I got help.
All right, that's it for Navarre. That's his turn. Next up in the initiative order is Krevlin, and then Olyntha, you're on deck.
Right. Seems good. Going to, I guess I'll focus on Navarre here.
Okay.
Pull out this loot. And
What do you can do with that loot?
Pull out this loot.
play him a little music. And
Hold on.
he'll play a chord on his lute, and it's loud, but normally you could hear the lute. But it actually isn't something that anybody can hear at all. Nobody can hear it. It's playing directly into his brain.
Okay.
And it's going to be dissonant whispers. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Remember, he's a paladin.
Well, I mean, this is the spell I got.
Okay, so that's 18.
Now that succeeds. So, oh my goodness. It's almost all ones.
Yikes.
Do you see? Can you guys see that? Man, 1, 2, 3.
I mean, that's
66. He's taking half damage on 66, and of those 66, 4 of them were ones.
I mean, you are really good at rolling
takes-
ones.
Yes, I am. He takes half, so that's 5 damage that he takes.
Every little bit helps, I guess.
Nice.
So I guess the problem here is that he actually really liked my song.
Yeah, so you hit him with it, and he looks at you, and he kind of just like, I've had voices in my head for far longer than you, friend. All right, I've learned to listen to the ones that benefit me. All right.
And then I'll speak in his head.
Yep.
Lady Prava can no longer. I'm going to switch it to him.
Yep, you got it.
Would I be able to hear anything that's going on? Like he can hear me.
He can hear
But
you
can I
because
hear
he can hear you because you're letting him, but no, you can't hear anything in his head unless he lets you.
You can actually speak back. Like
Yeah.
we're linked now, fully linked.
As you
And
link,
one more.
as you
Too
link to
busy?
him,
Is it? Yeah.
as you link to him, he says, "Hello there."
Hey, room for one more? You see, you got some voices. You mind if I
One more.
take a skip in there as well?
What?
It's always a
Nice
party.
and roomy in here. Oh,
It's
my.
always a party in my head.
Roomy in here. Goodness gracious, yeah, this party. It's a red solo cup. I think it's time to party.
All right. Let's see. Okay, cool. There it is. That's what I needed. Sorry, I was trying to get the spectator mode got kicked off, and I was trying to get it back to spectator mode so I can still have my DM map.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right.
And now that I'm in his, I thought this was a thing I had to do for. It isn't. It's just something that happens. I have this telepathic bond with him. He needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
If he fails, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and I have advantage on attack rolls on him.
Okay, you got it.
But
Yeah, a 32 probably succeeds.
Good.
yeah, that succeeds.
You gotta remember, he's higher level. He's a paladin. He has the aura.
I'm not mad. I understand.
Oh, I know.
but
I'm
what
just
else am I
saying.
gonna use this on?
And he's wisdom based, so his wisdom save is plus 15.
So you're saying I can't just punch him in the toe?
I mean, no, he's weaker in other places, but wisdom's not one of them.
His toe?
Yeah, he didn't have any wisdom in his toe. Maybe his heel.
Nice.
Maybe like his Achilles heel.
Guys, I mean his hand. His toe is his weak spot.
You heard it here
Just like
first.
the giant.
He goes,
Yeah.
why are you the way you are? That's like what he says.
Awesome.
All right.
I want to see your mug.
Okay, is that all you're doing, Krevlin?
That's all I got.
And Lengthy, you're up. Chain Devil 1 is on deck.
I think I can reach Chain Devil 1 because the spell is 120 feet.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
This map's not even 120 feet, so you can definitely reach him.
I want to cast Erupting Earth
Okay.
on him. So that is 21 to hit.
Is it a hitting spell or a saving throw? It'll tell you. Usually.
No, dex save, dex save.
Dex save. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
You don't roll to hit on that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Hold on.
I was like combat mode ready.
You're good. Let's not roll a d12
Kick her-
for
kick
his
her out.
save.
kick her out. No.
That is a 3 plus 6. That's a 9.
So that hits. And that's a level 3, so it's 3d12.
Go for it.
5, and then so that's a 25 damage.
Ooh, nice. So Chain Devil 1 does not like that. Okay. So as that happens, the Chain Devil's like whirling towards you, and the earth like misplaces itself, and some of the chains get like pulled into the earth with it, and you can see like its fiery presence like dissipating a little bit. I mean, it hurt it; it's still alive, but anything else?
Yes. Sorry.
You're fine.
I want to. I think. Yeah, I want to cast my Mold Earth cantrip. It has 30 feet.
Is your mode?
Bonus?
Is it a bonus action?
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. It's only.
I think it's an
My
action.
only bonus action is Produce Flame. Unfortunately, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So no, never mind.
Okay. You don't want to turn into an animal or anything like that, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, you got it. All right, that is it for your turn. Chain Devil 1 is going to do its dash action to get as close as it can to you guys, and then it is going to use a bonus action to do Flaming Chain, and it's going to swing it at Daenerys because she's the closest one to it. Hold on. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You take 9 points of fire damage. Do you have resistance to fire?
Oh, wait a minute.
Is she within 10 feet of me or no? I can't go yet. I don't have a reaction until my turn.
Yeah, she's 15 feet away, unfortunately.
Okay. I'd already used my reaction, so I'm kind of... I was going to take the damage for you, Daenerys. I was going to take it for you.
I appreciate you.
But I can't.
So the ground around the Chain Devil 1 was rough terrain.
It'll be to the
Does that
right.
affect?
Okay. Yeah, it actually would. He can still use the ability, but he would be further back.
Okay.
So I'll move him a little bit. Daenerys, it's going to be right next to your armor where you have your shield. It'll say defenses. It'll be there if you have it.
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay.
I do have Uncanny Dodge.
You can uncanny dodge it. It's a physical attack. You can half the damage as a reaction.
I would like to do that.
Okay. You take 4 points of damage instead.
Deal.
Nice.
All right. So that's it for Chain Devil 1. Lady Prava is up. So she kind of walks up to Captain Navarre with her mace out, and Navarre just looks over and says, "Lady Prava, wielding metal once again, I see." She goes, "Well, as you said, everyone's changing, and so am I." And she goes to swing the mace at him. As she does that, you hear what sounds like almost like a dragon roar as she swings the hammer at him, and like the entire thing just ignites with like radiant energy. Like she's channeling the power of Harsgold herself. Hold
You're
on.
off, Lady Brava.
Hang on, I gotta get her character sheet open. It got closed by accident. Okay, my just a second. Alright, she swings. Ooh, yeah. 24 is gonna hit. So she with it. And its normal damage that it does is it does 4 points of bludgeoning, but when he gets hit with that radiant energy, it adds quite a lot to it.
And I do a lot of radiant damages.
That's well, it's not the radiant that's doing it. It's part of the effect of her mace. It just does more radiant damage. So she also does 19 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
So he takes all that. Oh, someone's been practicing. And she kind of just looks at it and
Yes.
says, "You have no idea how long I've wanted to do that."
I can't wait till it's my turn.
And God. Just a second. She's checking what she can do to help the team.
I mean, I can take might need a little.
Yeah, she sees that. She looks over at you, Rolo, and she says, "Remember what I said. Don't underestimate. But you got this." And she kind of winks at you, and this radiant like ding in her eye. You heal for 16 points of damage.
Nice. Ooh.
And you hear a voice in your head, Rolo, say, "It's going to take more than that, I'm afraid, boy." All right.
Gonna let him talk to you like that?
That was in his head.
Was he in my head? Could I hear that too? Am I on this party line now?
No, you couldn't hear what he said to Rolo.
Because I come in here, so like, wait, were you talking to? Hold on.
You did like here. Oh, hang on a second. I need.
Wait. Oh no. You go.
There's some
Sorry.
interference.
He's like,
me?
hang on,
Okay,
hang on. I need to put you on hold, and then you just hear da 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 da.
Like whenever you like pick up the hold line, it's the wrong person. Wait, wrong person.
Yeah, it's just like elevator music.
Dun, 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 dun,
Alright.
dun, dun,
This the whole time.
We
Yeah, I'm
know.
inside here too.
Please understand, your voice is important to us. We'll be back with you shortly.
Yeah, I'm in here too, guys.
All right. That's it for Lady.
Hello, I didn't know you could do this.
That's it. That's it for Lady Prava. Daenerys, you're up. Rolo, you're on deck.
I think I'm gonna focus on the Chain Devil one.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolts.
Mm-hmm.
I love bolts that guide.
Mm-hmm.
How about an 18?
And this is on Chain Devil 1.
Yes.
18 hits.
Woo!
It makes me nervous at the fact that you had to ask who that was on, because if someone doesn't hit with 18, that's not going to be a fun fight.
Well, Navarre's wearing plate armor, so he definitely doesn't get hit on 18.
Nice.
And it's
14
magic
damage.
plate armor, so take that into effect.
If
14.
he doesn't get,
Yes.
he passes 18 wisdom saving throws easily twice in a row.
With a plus 15, he does. He has to roll below a 2 or a 2 or lower.
Whatever.
Okay, so I'm sorry. How much damage was it?
14.
14.
Nice.
Chain Devil 1's looking pretty bad. Okay. Anything else? You want to move, dash, clap, stop, drop, and roll? You might be on fire.
I actually want to call into the party line.
Hey guys, it's me, Daenerys, your girl.
Yeah, girl. Anyone has Zara's direct extension? I'll go ahead and I'll kind of dash to where I'm in between Chain Devil 1 and Captain Navarre.
You got it. Zara, would you like to take a collect sending from one Daenerys Truth Seeker? I'll accept the charges. Alright, yeah, you got it. Right there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. By the way, unless it's on a phone, you can move your own character, too. You just click it and drag it.
See, you say that, but then also I'll mess everybody up. So
That's alright. If you want me to do it, I'm perfectly okay with doing it. Alright, who moved Krevlin? Krevlin, come back to the fight, Krevlin. Krevlin, come back to the fight. Krevlin. Lady Prava's coming after you. Krevlin.
That was mirthful leaps. That was just
one
some
extra
mirthful
foot.
leaps. Oh yeah,
Extra foot.
his mirthful leaps. Each of those had an extra foot on.
Krevlin's like, fuck this! Just like starts fucking skipping away. I'm out, boys. Alright, Rolo, you are up.
Alright. Can I get to him
Easily.
But be to where not get an opportunity attack and get flanking with what's her face?
If you flank around him, he's never going to get an opportunity attack because you're not leaving his combat. So you can get to 5 feet from him and just circle around him.
Yeah, because I just want to get around. I want to flank so I have that advantage. Because
You got it.
all right, so I'm gonna, as a free action, I can use some of my healing pool. So I'm gonna do that to go back to full health. So first thing I do is I just kind of do that. So that spear where he hit me, it just kind of heals and the spear just pops out.
Yep.
And I just kind of start smirking and look at him, and then I just go nuts. So I'm going to attack him twice.
Go for it.
On my first attack. So I get 2 attack. Or 2, get advantage.
You got it.
Natural 20.
I heard that hits.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm not even going to roll the second. I'll do damage on that first one.
Yep,
I'm
go
going to
for
put smite on that one, too.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm going to put a level... I'm going to go with a level 2, second level Divine Smite.
Ooh, a level 2, he says.
Yes. So, the first... I'll just do damage on the first one first, and then I'll roll the second attack.
Now, level 2, too low. You're going to have to go straight to ludicrous speed.
All
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 3d8 or 4d8 plus 6, but I double the dice, right?
Yeah, you double the dice, add your modifier.
Okay.
Who's on deck?
After him is the chain devil,
28,
and then top of the round.
34 on the first attack.
34 damage? Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I come up on the first one, and I'm just like smiling, and it's just like it's almost like it's one of those like uppercuts from Mortal Kombat.
Uppercut!
That I have like time to like walk into, and just, I mean, like he's just not even expecting it, and just hit him with like, and it's all radiant damage. So I don't know if that does more, but knocks the crap out of him.
And as you do that, it kind of like turns him to this, like he actually gets moved from the attack, like he kind of stumbles a little bit from it, and he kind of like shakes his head and he goes, well, I can see Arcia hasn't lost her touch.
And then I'm gonna do my second attack.
Yep, go for it.
Ooh, thank God I had advantage. All right, 24 on the second.
24 hits.
Yeah, I didn't think 19 would. So
19 does not.
I got lucky on that one. Okay, so I'm not gonna smite this second one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do the D8 plus 6. I do the big uppercut, and then I just kind of do like a left hook, kind of like while he's falling back.
Okay.
And that is an additional 10 radiant damage.
You got it.
Then I am going to do a bonus action before it ends.
So here's what I'm going to tell you also visually that you see. That first hit, you hit him so hard that it like cracks in the part of his like plate armor that's not magic. It like cracks that in, and you can see charred flesh like there. And the charred flesh itself, like you damage the already damaged tissue. And as the radiant energy like surges through him, it hurts him noticeably. But you also see like his skin start to like react to it.
I'm not going to do a bonus action yet, but he does need to do 2 con saves.
Okay.
Because I hit him twice, I had poison.
Okay, first one is a 24. Second one is that's even higher. That's a 26.
Well, yeah, it was worth a shot. All right. Yeah, I am gonna cast as a bonus action real quick, just Divine Favor. That gets me a D4 additional.
Yeah, why not?
And it lasts for...
That's like a blessing for yourself.
10 rounds.
That's real good.
Yeah,
so,
additional D4 if I hit somebody. So
okay.
I'm going to do that.
Good for then? They're good now?
I am good to go.
All right, Chain Devil 2 is up. He is going to run up. And given the situation with a bunch of you bundled up in the back, he's going to run in between Alinthi, Krevlin, and Lady Prava, and the chains are going to start like smashing into the ground and like holding it in place, and it's going to unravel itself, and just flames and metal and rubble just explode all over the place. I need all 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws. Janeri, what level of rogue are you? Because I think it's level 7 in rogue you get evasion. Double check if you have evasion.
I got 17.
I'm
Dex.
8.
5, 8, and what?
17.
17 succeeds. 5 and 8 fail. Hang on.
No, I'm a level 5 rogue.
Okay, so I think it's 7 you get evasion, which on dexterity saving throws, if you fail the save, you take half damage, and if you succeed, you take 0 damage. It's evasion's really, and it doesn't cost a reaction. You can do it as many times as it happens. It's really good. All right, hold on.
I cast that.
What's that?
I'm gonna cast that with my mirthful leap.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let me get to.
I'm gonna use my mirthful leaps to get out of the way of the chains.
Okay, so everyone who failed takes 15 points of fire damage, and Alintha, you take 8 or 7. Okay. That's it for Chain Devil 2. Chain Devil 2 kind of ravels itself back up and is like recharging its rubble and chain again. Captain Navarre is up. He's going to turn to you, Rollo, and say, well, I guess I'm going to have to show you how a real paladin hits. And he takes his blade and it like starts to ignite on fire, and as it does, the flame turns green and he goes to smash the sword into you. First attack is... he got a nat 1. So he goes to like swing the sword, and Prava like steps on something, distracts him, and he goes, huh, and he into the ground. He's like, that was anticlimactic. And then he like pulls the sword back, and he's gonna take his second attack. Oh god, I don't think a 17 hits you. He got a 1 and a 7. So then he
17 doesn't.
And then he swings back at you, and you have so much time to react to the first like horrible miss that it just goes wide, and he just sits there for a second and he says, ugh! And as he does that, he does some type of reaction that you've never seen before that allows him to hit you with a sacred flame. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Of course he does. Of course he does. 19.
19 just succeeds.
Oh wow!
So you won't take 15 points of damage. You take 0. So in 3 attacks, he did 0 damage. So it really does seem to be raining shit on Captain Navarre.
I just start talking shit to him. I'm like, is this really all you got? Like this is what you were trying to barter with?
You
like,
hear in your voice.
Follow you? You can't even hit me.
You hear in your voice, or a voice in your head. Let me cook. All right, so.
Sounds like
Oh
you're
my
cooking meth.
Lanta.
Krevlin, you're up. Alintha, you're on deck. We're gonna get through one more round, guys, and then I'm gonna have to use the restroom. So
No.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Drinking too much water today.
You have to roll for initiative.
Okay. Oh shit, a 1. I'm gonna pee my pants. All right. All right, guys. The good news is we can go another round. The bad news is I gotta change my pants. All right, Krevlin, what do you want to do
At the casino.
besides sing? Right.
No, I'm so much purer than the common Vulcan, weaker, licentious man. So I'm going to cast on. This is just really giving Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know the scene in Hunchback of Notre Dame when he sings Hellfire and like chapel's on fire all around him, and
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah, and you know, based on how Navarre is doing, he's gonna have a hunch on his back pretty soon.
All right. Cast Witch Bolt on him.
You got it. To hit, right?
It's to hit. Yep. So that's a 20 to hit.
22? Yeah, 22 hits.
That is 37 damage.
Woo! So all
Dang.
this happens in like one swift motion. You see Rollo Rollo just like smash. That fire thing comes up and blasts you all. Lady Prava like moves to distract Navarre. He misses, and then he goes, ah! And he turns to see Krevlin just like hit him with this bolt, and he like almost like falls down to a knee, like holding himself, kind of like, and then he sits back up, and you see blood coming out of the mouth of his mask, and he kind of like wipes that, and he says, all this for just a little bit of blood.
Mea culpa.
Right.
If he bleeds, he can die.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a quick question. So they changed the lucky feat quite a bit.
Yeah.
and I can either, like, ahead of time, before a roll, any d20 roll for myself, I can give myself advantage, and it says that I can impose disadvantage on an enemy. Is that disadvantage on something that would attack, like, is hitting me, or could it just be anything that my enemy is doing, he now gets disadvantage?
So it would have to, unless they made it to where you can do it for other people and it specifically says that, it should still be only that affects.
It does say against you.
Yeah, it has to be against you.
Yep, you're right.
I got rid of luck on my last update just because it just
Well, I will.
I'd rather pick the strength modifier.
I'll let you do that this once, but once you choose a feat, you can't change it.
Okay.
But if you didn't know that, I'll let you keep the change, but you won't be able to change it again. Now you can get another one at your next ability modifier, increase, but you can't change.
That's right. Yeah, when I went to the new ability modifier, I got rid of it.
There might be something like a fun way for me to let somebody do that in the game at some point, but that's not a normal thing. But that's all right. It's not a big deal.
Thanks, Krevlin.
I mean, Lucky's the best feat in the game, so if you got rid of that for something else, I'm not upset about it. So.
Well, it used to just be, if you miss, you can just be like, you know what, I'm lucky, I'm going to try that again. But now, before the d20 roll, you have to say, this has advantage. Gotcha. All right, so, you hit him for 37. Anything else? I mean, I still got this link of fire between me, or lightning in between me and him. Yep. So, if this lasts another round, then he's going to get it again. But for now, no. Okay. All right, Olympia, you're up. Yeah, I'm stealing your head. Did you like that? I'm gonna just so you know, I'm gonna do it again. I can't. Heads up. Mea culpa. Okay, what, Olympia?
I'm just gonna try and cast Ice Knife on Chain Devil too.
You got it.
22 to
that hits.
So that is 1d10 piercing. That's 8 piercing damage. And then hit or miss the shard that explodes, and then the target and creature within 5 feet is Krevlin's on 5 feet. So he has to succeed on a dex save.
Okay. That's a fail. It's a 9.
So now he takes an extra 2d6.
Okay. Nice. All right, give me a second, guys. I'm not going to be able to wait any longer, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
And we just went in there and we start blasting.
Exactly.
By the time he comes back, everyone's dead.
Hopefully he doesn't take the mic with him to the bathroom.
I think his mic is, like, mounted right here.
Good times.
And the city's just burning down, and he's taking.
After he gets the damage that I took, I'm going to take a restroom break.
Like fire, hellfire.
Such a good song.
Stuck in my head. It's one of the best Disney songs ever. It's actually the best Disney song ever, I think. It's probably my favorite one.
What?
So good.
Hellfire.
What's that?
From The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
Frollo sings it. It's the gypsy woman's fault that he lusts for her. He's got fire burning within. Hellfire.
Yep.
It's not my fault.
Wait, his name is Rollo, isn't it?
Blame. It is the gypsy girl, the witch, who set this flame. It's not my fault.
So good.
If it's God's plan. He made the devil so much stronger than a man.
I mean, let's just blame everyone else for your problems, especially women.
Exactly.
We're always at fault.
Yes.
Literally.
But she was a gypsy, so what was she wearing?
I mean...
Layered.
Don't go there with me.
I'm just saying. It's not her fault, but,
now I can
bad.
Now I can focus on the story I'm telling. Okay.
She shouldn't have to look bad. It's not her fault. If she wants to look nice, then she's allowed to look nice. It's not her fault that she looks really good.
Yeah,
That's what
sorry,
I'm
you took
saying.
too long. We actually disbanded the group.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
fought.
We
He
killed
got an
them all.
extra
Nice,
5
good job.
damage.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we just do that? Like, why are we waiting turns? Let's just cast spells constantly. All right.
That's not it.
You can't do anything else. This is how a fight works. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so
It was an extra 5.
an extra 5. I wrote that down right before I took off.
Okay, good.
So I thought I heard 5.
Now I'm going to take off. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Nice.
Chain Devil 1 is going
Musical
to...
potty breaks.
Yeah. Chain... the prize is a portable toilet. Anyway, so...
Yeah.
Chain Devil 1's going to come up to Daenerys, you're the closest one. He's going to do a multi-attack at you.
Oh,
Yeah, don't die.
First attack is a 18 to hit, 12 plus 6.
Yeah.
Okay, you take...
Oh, wait. He's doing multiple?
Well, this is the damage, but he is doing a multi-attack, yes.
Okay.
So the first attack, you take 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Second attack,
Can I uncanny dodge?
same exact thing. 18, yeah, you can. It's, has it been your turn again yet?
Oh.
No, it has not, so you can't yet. You have to wait until your turn comes back around to get your reaction back. So you'll, he hit with the exact same thing, 18 to hit. And then, oh, whoop, it didn't do that much, hold on. You take another 4 points of fire damage.
Alright.
That's it for Chain Devil 1.
Thank God.
Let's see. Get the music going again. I don't know why it stopped. Okay. That's it for Chain Devil 1. Lady Prava. Lady Prava looks at the group and holds her amulet and kind of whispers to herself, Osgood, watch over us. And as she says that, you hear once again, you hear the, like dragon roar of the golden dragon god. And she is going to cast Mass Healing Word. Everyone heals for 13 points. That needs it. That was her bonus action. And as her action, she is going to hit Toll the Dead on Chain Devil 2. Chain Devil 2 is going to make a or wisdom save. Oh no, it failed. So it's actually 2d12 that she does. Because it's hurt. Plus 5 because of the type of cleric she is. So only 11 points. She rolled pretty low. So 11 points to that Chain Devil. And it is more hurt than it was.
Yes.
Chain Devil 1 is looking... Or Chain Devil, 1 is looking real hurt. So that's it for Lady Prava. Daenerys, you're up. Rollo, you're on deck.
Let's just keep going with our trusty guiding bolt.
You got it.
How's a 10?
Against who?
Chain Devil 1.
Okay, that would miss the wall. So, it does not hit. I was just curious who you were trying to hit, but Chain Devils don't speak, so they can't taunt you.
Well,
He can stick out his tongue.
No, like, Navarre just sees you horribly miss, and he looks at Rollo, he's like, friend of yours?
Damn.
Rude.
alright.
I've been called worse. Today, actually.
Rolo, Captain Navarre,
Okay.
and Rolo, I want to see his ugly mug before you kill him.
So do I like make him look at you before he dies?
Like, grab him, look at her! Look at her! Like, holding his head. Alright, is that it, Daenerys?
Yeah.
Rolo, you're up.
Okay. I still have advantage on attack, right? Because of where I'm at and where Prav is at.
You're still flanking him.
Okay. I'm gonna do 2 attacks.
Okay.
Does 19 hit?
19 misses.
All right, I'll take it again.
So as you like swing your blade at him, like your fist blade at him, he catches it, and he like looks at you, and he's like, "Is that all you have, Rolo?"
22 on the second.
22 hits.
Okay.
22. 22 hits. I say 22 doesn't just hit, but it hits.
All right. So at that point, I am going to do a level 1 Divine Smite.
You got it.
Plus I get the D4. I get 1 free Divine Smite level 1 a day.
Okay.
As part of my
Yeah, go for it.
What's it called? Features and traits or whatever.
Pump him full of that radiant damage.
Okay. And then, so it's going to be 3d8, and then a d4, and then plus my modifier. $18, nice. Okay. 18 plus 6, 24.
Okay. Yep. 24. Got it.
How is he looking after I?
I mean, he's bleeding out of his like the mouth, but he still looks very much present.
After I hit him, he needs to take he needs to do a con save. I was going to do something, but I'm not going to do that now. He needs to do a con save.
You got it. That is a 19.
Good gosh, dude.
He has a plus 10 and he rolled a 9.
Awesome.
You remember, he has plus 4 to, or plus 5 to all of his saves because he's a paladin.
Yeah. All right. After that, I'm good.
All right. Okay. Chain Devil 2 is going to spin around with Hellfire once again. I need dex saves from Krevlin, Alinthi, and Lady Prava. That is a failure by Lady Prava.
9.
Dex save?
Lady Prava got a 9.
Oh,
You can both die together.
twins!
21.
21 succeeds. You'll take half. Krevlin and Lady Prava take 12 points of damage. You take 6. Alinthi.
Holy!
And you see, or you hear Navarre say, "That is just a taste of the damage you will take today." In your head, Krevlin.
Wait, hey, wait, no, wait. You didn't do that, though. That was the chain guy. Are you in his head, too? Is this a party line? I can't talk to the demon, the devil in his head, just you. What's going on here?
All right, that's it for him.
Party line.
Captain Navarre. He turns back to Rolo once more. He goes, he still has a hold of your other hand after you hit him, and he goes, "Let's try that again." And he flips the blade around at like incredible speed. And his sword's huge, and he's flipping it around with his hand like it weighs nothing. And he goes to slice you across the chest. He's gonna attempt to anyway. And let's see. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, that's a 28 to hit. So he
Just barely.
slices you across the chest, and he's gonna dump a smite into it.
Of course he is.
Level 3 smite, actually.
Of course he is.
Okay. So from the blade, you take 12 points of slashing damage, and from the radiant, or I'm sorry, not radiant, necrotic, you take hold on. Oh, that dice is the dice is literally spinning on the fucking screen like a fucking top from Inception. You take 19 points of necrotic damage on top of that.
19 and what? And what's the first one?
19 and 12.
So 31.
On the first attack. And then the second attack, and as he does that, it noticeably slices your, because you don't have, I don't think you have, your armor's not magic, right? Your plate armor?
No.
Okay, so that slices the plate armor open,
I have chain.
So chain. Okay, so it puts a noticeable slash in your stomach, and it hurt. And you can feel like the necrotic energy like kind of building in you. And he goes, "Now we're having fun, aren't we, Rolo?" And then as he does that, he goes to
never better.
He goes to like eviscerate the blade like with the handle through your stomach to attack you again.
Rude.
That is. Oh, that's a 20. He got a natural 19. That's a 29 to hit.
Nice.
Nice. What?
And he's gonna put a second level smite into this one. Hold on.
Of course he is.
If you got him, use them. All right. That is 18 points of slashing. And ooh, that's high. 17 points of necrotic.
18 and 7, so 35.
Yep.
Rolo!
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, "Are we having fun yet?" I
got 2 hit points.
And he you kind of like fall like, and you're not prone, but you're like, oh, like noticeably hurt. And Prava, you just hear Prava say, "Hang in there, hang in there." And he goes, he kind of like taunts you as you're on the like leaning over. And he goes, "I told you you could be so much greater. I gave you the potential of a gift, and you spit it right back in my face. Now."
And I just like cough and like, "Fuck your mom."
And he kind of like looks at you, goes, "Defiant till the very end. I can respect that." And he like kind of leans back and turns back to Prava and says, "That's one puppet down." And he kind of looks at her and taunts her, and she just goes, "All right, Krevlin, you're up."
I'm going to... Well, right off the bat, he takes another d12 from that Witch Bolt.
Yep.
I believe that's my bonus action.
I believe so. How much we take?
Ready? He's taken 7.
7 less hit points than he had. All right.
Right. Considering I didn't have to cast another spell for it, that's pretty good.
And he's covered in plate, and we all know that what lightning does to metal. So
it's resistant.
Nothing,
it's resistant.
apparently.
No, it's resistant.
I didn't tell you this part, but it's also covered in water, so it's double resistance.
Oh no!
All right, go ahead.
Then
I love when people are like, "How does that work?" Magic.
magic.
It's magic. By the way, when you guys ask me how my character can do all that stuff, same answer. All right.
I will. I'll cast Chill Touch on him.
Okay, that'll cool things down.
17
to hit. That misses.
All right.
So you like chill touch at him, and he just kind of like dodges it, and it flies past him.
As I'm chill touching, he dodges it, and then still takes the 8. Those points that he, whatever it was.
Yeah.
For
And you see
the 7 points of.
So you see in the distance. Go ahead and roll the damage real fast.
16.
Okay, so you go to do this, and you launch it, and he dodges it, and you see in the distance what looks like a finely calmed down Minotaur is walking past the alleyway, and the spell hits him, and he like gets hit by it, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And he takes his weapon and starts charging down the other side of the street. And then,
did I do 17 points of damage to my
yes,
friend?
but actually you did 9.
No!
You did 9 because he was still raging. But he, like as you do that, the fairy like "Come on, guys! I just got him to calm down." And they're like running after, trying to get people out of the town.
We kind of need him raged.
Yeah, I mean, if they get all the people out of the town, he's obviously going to come back here. So, all right, that's it for. That's it.
I don't know why you're
for
calming him
Artemis.
down.
Okay, let's see. Olympia, you're up.
Okay. How many turns is Lady Prava?
Lady Prava it's the Chain Devil 1 next, and then Lady Prava.
Okay. I want to cast... I need a dex save from Navarre.
Okay. That's a natural 2 plus 7. That's a 9.
Nice. He now has Fairy Fire, so all of the attack rolls have advantage.
So keep in mind, Fairy Fire hits an area. You don't want to do that, because that's going to hit everybody.
Wait, does it really?
Yes.
Frick, I didn't know that. I thought I was like, oh, I'm so cool, I know all the rules.
I mean, it's possible that the rest of them
did
could...
not know
It's
all the
possible that the
rules.
rest of them could resist it, but the issue
Oh,
is...
it does say 20-foot cube.
Yeah,
I missed that part.
and it will give them... it'll give everybody advantage on the attacks. You probably don't want that.
No, I don't.
Now, if he
The
goes
first time I thought I was like, yeah.
if he goes invisible, you'll be set. But he's probably not going to do that. So
Dang it, never mind.
Okay.
That was my whole
Maybe
plan,
keep
so I
going.
need to come up with something else real quick.
oh darn! If only you could do anything else.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna heal Rolo if I can.
Yeah, go for it. Touch,
So,
Thank you.
touch spell or range.
It's range. I have healing word 60 feet. So
And that's a bonus action, so you still have a regular action.
Yeah.
healing word is a bonus action.
It sure is.
Well, it's the most powerful bonus action again.
It's the
Mass
besides
healing word.
besides
Mass
level
healing
9
word
counter
is-
spell. I think healing word is like top 3 most powerful spells in the game.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And it's a bonus action too. That's
Yep.
the thing that makes it even more.
Nice. Okay, so let me get my dice.
I like to call it the stop doing death
The
counters
2d4.
spell. Stop rolling death save spell.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points.
Nice.
Gotcha. I will tell you guys this as well. In my campaign, no matter what magic it is, unless it's like, you know, divine magic like true resurrection or something like that, you can only be resurrected a total number of times of your constitution modifier minimum of 1. So if you die and you have a +3 to con, you can be brought back to life 3 times if successful before it no longer works. Because your soul, you basically don't have enough, like your soul doesn't have enough grasp in the material plane to pull you back from the veil any longer.
Can I juice up? Like, let's say I use 2 up. Can I refill my?
Yeah, well, so you can't refill the ones you use, but you can gain more up to like 5. So if you figure out a way to add to the modifier and becomes 3, you got an extra time you could die now. But no, there's no refilling it. There has to be some type of stake that you have to be worried about. So,
Rare steak.
oh, what are we worried about? Rolo's got Revivify. We can do
I've
this
never
all,
died.
I can do this all fucking day. All right. Oh, it's very possible. It's very possible in this campaign. Just letting you know.
Do I know what Master Yen's con was?
Master Yen's con was probably, I'd say probably 3 or 4.
Nice.
All right.
So that was my bonus action. So
Okay.
I'd like to cast Ice Knife on Chain Devil 2 again.
Okay.
So that will be. I can't pick up my dice. They are in like a thing. They're natural 20. Ooh.
Nice.
I heard that hits. It does. I checked.
So okay, that is going to be 1d10 damage. That's 5 damage, and then it explodes to take 2d6 cold damage. That's 8.
8.
And 8 extra
Nice. All right. So Chain Devil 2?
Yeah.
Okay, he's also looking rough.
That's it.
All right. Okay, let's see. It is Lady Prava. So Lady Prava sees Rolo very hurt, and she's gonna do what she can to help. Let's see. So the first thing she does is looks over at Navarre, who's kind of like laughing. He's like, "Your pathetic friends, the fateful 5. Soon it will be 4, then 3, then 2." And then she looks at him and says, "Before you finish that sentence, understand that the blood in Rolo is more noble than yours will ever be. And he's not as hurt as you think." And as she says that, she heals you with this blast of energy that, and she heals you for 20 points of damage.
Nice.
And then on top of that, as the healing blast hits you and like starts sealing up your wounds, it kind of like pulls you back up from like hunching over. And as it does, the radiant that healed you splits into your blades, and she casts Holy Weapon on your blades.
Nice.
So I'll read this to you. Your weapon is imbued with holy power until the spell's end. The weapon emits with a bright 30-foot radius of dim light, or 30-foot radius of light and dim light for an additional 30 feet. In addition, all weapon attacks made with this deal an extra 2d8 radiant. And if the weapon is not magic, it becomes magic. And she can choose to end 2d8, and she can choose to end it at any time, and it'll blast. Any negative creatures have to make a con save in its blast radius, and they take 4d8 radiant and blinded for 1 minute if they fail.
Ooh.
As you get healed and do that and kind of get back up, she's like, he looks over at Prava and he goes, "Holy weapon? Really?
That's sass.
Is that all Harsgold brings to the table? You dragon bitch." Alright.
Did you just say that to Lady Prava?
He sure did.
You shit.
Daenerys, you're up. Can I use a reaction to bitch slap him?
Can I use a reaction?
I was like, can we blow up the party line?
Spam.
Yeah.
Like, Navarre, you've got 5 complaints on line 2.
Guys, I think the Navarre's canceled. I think we gotta cancel him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been canceled.
Wait, you can't cancel me, I cancel you. Alright.
I think it's time to cancel Navarre. He just called Lady Prava a bitch. Did you all hear
Hey,
that?
Lady Prava, show us on the doll where he touched you.
She takes Holy Weapon back and unheals you.
Let's. I'm gonna try guiding.
It's just like
both
rewinding a
of them.
movie. You just see, oh shit.
All the healing comes out.
Alright. Daenerys, yeah, you're up. Roller, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm gonna try attempt guiding bolt again
Okay, go for it.
for a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Ooh, beautiful.
Is this to roll or to Rolo? Is this to Navarre?
Chain devil
Oh, Chain Devil 1. Yeah, you
Yes.
got it. Okay.
for
Trying to make
13.
everybody kick my ass in this. Kremlin on deck. Gonna attack me.
Everybody gets a free attack as long as it's directed to Rolo.
Take it.
I throw a healing rock at him.
The world's
Take
gone
1
mad.
point of damage and then you heal for 4. Alright.
13 damage.
Okay, you see Chain Devil 1 just dissipate into the ether, and the chains fall to the ground, and the fire just snuffs out. And Chain Devil 1 is no more. As
It's
it
not the one
does,
by me.
you guys see like a little plume of fire start floating towards Navarre, and then it goes like it absorbs back into him.
I don't like that.
Does he look hardier or more hale now that he's?
Nope.
No. Okay.
It looked kind of cool, but
Hey, respect, Navarre. You're canceled, but like that was badass. Respect. Showmanship.
he like
That's what
he's
I'm all
like,
about.
he's like, "Thanks, brother." He like walks up to you to like fist bump you, and then gets back into position.
I'll dab him up. I'll dab him up because showmanship. But
Stab him up.
But after I'm done with my speech, it's right back to being enemies. All right. Okay.
Game respects game.
He's like, pause, game on. All right.
Y'all.
Anything else, Daenerys?
I guess I can go back, dash over, and I'll engage with Chain Devil 2.
You got it. All right, she's up against Chain Devil 2. Rolo, you're up. Chain Devil 2's on deck.
Okay, I'm going
no, I don't want to go
to
again.
attack. I'm gonna mouth off first for attack. I'll be like,
Sure.
we already took out one of your testicles. Now it's just one left and your little penis, and then you're dead.
What a roundabout way of calling him a dick.
Yeah. So as you
right.
say that, you hear a voice in your head. He's like, "Who have you been talking to?" Like he's actually genuinely concerned.
Everyone knows.
That
Everyone
sword's
knows we
compensating
all
for
laugh about it.
something.
Right? Yeah, the sword looks big and luscious and veiny, so he probably is.
Oh,
All right, now, so I'm gonna attack him with his penis.
Kid-friendly
twice.
show. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
And I have advantage. Go. Oh,
Is that nat
natural 20.
Yeah.
yay.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna smite on that first attack.
Yeah, you got it. You'll
I'm
double all
going
the
to-
smite dice too,
Yeah, I get. Yeah, because I get the.
And
Your
you-
highest level
and-
smite.
and you also smite, or you also double the extra 2d8 radiant too.
So I have
Use
six.
your highest smite.
Yeah, I would use
Yes,
your
I did.
highest.
I have 7d8 on this attack.
Go for it.
Jesus.
And I still have another attack after this.
Go for it.
+4, because I get the +4 as well.
Plus your normal weapon attack, whatever that is.
Just +6 on
Yeah.
top of that, or plus a d4 +6. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is insane.
could be the highest damage we've seen this game, which is very, very capable of paladins.
100.
When Paladin's crit, it's pretty nuts.
28 times. So dice is doubled, right?
Yes,
So 56.
56 is already up there.
That's already a high number.
62 on the first
60,
attack.
60. I think that's the highest we've seen.
That's the
Nice.
highest I've
What's that?
ever seen.
62.
Nice.
So, all right,
I
Navarre.
mean, the 2d8
Yeah,
hitting by Lady Providence.
Navarre has a VIP. Navarre has a
double.
Navarre has a VIP ticket to that shit.
Yeah. So how does he take that first hit? Like a bitch?
I was gonna say something.
He's like, oh, like you hit him really hard, and like as it does,
My,
like,
how the turntables.
as it does. As it
Rolo, I don't think
turns.
that's how that goes.
That's like Rolo's thing. He always gets the punchline wrong.
But it's still just as effective.
Yeah. So you do that, and it like
Who has two thumbs and messes up all his jokes?
That
This
guy.
so he like now he's leaning down and like holding where you hit him, and he's just like, and blood is like coming out of his mouth
Pretty
even
soon
more.
you're gonna be on your knees, bitch. And then I'm gonna attack him again.
Oh, well, let's not sink to his level.
And 21 was my highest on that one. Does that hit?
21 just hits.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do another smite to him because I'm a dick. But it's a level 1 because I'm running out of spells.
Okay.
So, oh, by the way, I also cast. I had 25 points left to use of health on myself, so I'm back up to almost full health.
You got it.
So I heal myself as well with my healing pool. And thank you everybody that healed me. I appreciate that. That was very nice.
Welcome.
And I am so I will have 2d8 and then 2d8 and then d8. So 5d8, a d4, and +6. Okay. $36 on that one.
Okay. So
Damn.
as he's like kind of like breathing in for or like exhaling from the first massive attack, you hit him with the second one, and as you do, he kind of like falls down to a knee, and you see the chain devil to the left turn back into a plume and float back into him, and as it does, he's like on the ground noticeably, like you're like above him, like looking down at him, and you just hear him kind of like start to laugh. Rolo, you asked me how that felt, and Prava, you asked me what I've become. But beneath this mask is more than just an idea. Beneath this mask, I am indestructible. And as he does, he takes the mask off. And as that happens, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. No eyes at all. You see 4 mouths running along his face, and as it does, the armor begins to break in places, and he starts to transform, and it starts to extend out into this long worm-like entity. Mouths are just growing across all of it.
Oh, nice.
And as it does, he spins up and goes, And all the mouths in unison say, "Now you will die, just as Master Yin died."
Hey, your mouth is
I don't
about
want that
half
guy
the
back.
size of what your mom's.
And
mouth
as that
was
happens,
with all
Lady
these
Prava
mouths
goes.
combined.
Lady Prava looks at him like Lady Prava drops her mace, and she looks.
Pick it back up.
She looks noticeably
Pick that up.
like she drops her mace and falls to her knees, and she says,
Pick it up.
"Navarre, what have you become?" And he said, all the voices in unison once again, "Something greater. We
the mouth of
are the
Azuldan."
mouth of Azuldan." And as he does, he starts to spin
We already
up.
knew that.
All the radiant damage that you've done to him, by the way, he's been resisting most of it because you're hitting him with radiant over and over and over. So you're still doing a lot of damage to him, but he's taking less the more you hit him with it. So his body starts adapting to it, and you see like these tube-like structures coming out of it, and he goes, "Now you will see true power." All right, Chain Devil went back into him. It is actually Navarre's turn now. So
Oh no.
Don't like this, guys.
he is going to do he's going to do one of his attacks against you, Rolo, which is the it's not 1,000 attacks, but it's called 1,000 bites. And he's going to kind of like wrap you up, and all the mouths are going to start biting into you and like trying to rip away at your flesh and your armor. First thing I need a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. There's only so much damage I can take in one round.
I mean, the remainder of your damage, and maybe negative your whole.
Hey, I can go
Maximum
if he
hit
knocks me
points
to
again,
zero,
I guess you're
just go
right.
to 1, right? I just go to 1 because I got the death ward thing.
Yeah, if you go to 0, you'll go back to 1.
Yeah. So
Does that stop you if you go negative your maximum with one hit and you have Death Ward? Does that mean it doesn't kill you and you're just one?
Correct, because Death Ward triggers when your character would die. So if your character would you could jump off of a building and fall 3,000 feet, and you would just get right back up because of Death Ward.
I want that in real life. That sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
sounds pretty badass, doesn't it? What? They do have that in real life. It's called bath salts. Okay.
I've done that once. Somebody tricked me. That was horrible. Don't do it.
Yeah, it turns you into a zombie. All right, so Rolo,
Don't do it.
you take
Horrible. Worst night of my
12
life.
points of piercing, 8 points of fire, 8 points of radiant, and when he does that to you and like bites you in all those areas, your AC reduces by 4.
Well, that seems like a load of BS.
And that is his first attack. He's going to take his tail and he's going to smash it into Daenerys because that's about where Daenerys is sitting. Daenerys. Ooh, it's a natural 19. So that's a 29 to hit.
No, I rebuke him. I'm just kidding.
Okay, tail smash.
I'm going to use my reaction there, and I'm going to go rebuke the violent.
Okay.
So he rolls his damage first. But I do rebuke the violent.
Yeah, it'll be 17 points of bludgeoning. So how much of it are you absorbing?
No. Rebuke the violent means that in that situation he has to do a wisdom saving throw, and he takes all the damage on a fail, and he takes half damage.
20. He got a 27 on his wisdom.
All right, so he takes half damage.
Okay. So he'll take half of the damage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I couldn't do the other one because you're not. I don't think Daenerys is within 10 feet of me, is she?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for him. Let me get the other devil out of here. It's gone. Krevlin, you're up. Olympia, you're on deck.
All right, so for my bonus action, I'm going to give him a D8 of damage.
Okay, great.
Take that D8.
Yeah, he'll take it. So you guys do remember now. It's making a little bit more sense. They had Master Yin was keeping tabs on Navarre, so that would explain that particular tango. So a lot of that stuff is falling into place, like with your guys, even though I'm sure a lot of you are probably shocked. But yeah. So what is?
I did not expect this at all.
Who gets the 3?
Navarre. There's only one who's here.
Okay. You're
He's
giving.
our only enemy right now, right?
Yeah. What are you giving him or doing to him?
Oh, it's the lightning damage from.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said you were gonna give him a D8, so I thought it was like a buff or something. I thought you were just being a smart ass. All right. Yeah, he'll take.
Would I be a smart? Come on, Ryan.
That's right. I know you too well.
Super serial all the time. I don't do that.
Most serious person I've ever met. Okay.
You're
Super
sarcastic.
So serial. But then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt again, my last one.
But don't do it. Not even as a
But it's
joke.
going to be advantage.
By the way,
Yeah.
gluten-free
Advantage, 16
Oreos
was
are
my
amazing.
highest.
How much was it? Sorry.
With advantage, 16 was my highest roll.
Okay.
Rolled super low.
That misses.
So he takes half damage, just half of 37.
Round up.
Gluten-free Oreos, not a sponsor. Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. They actually taste really good, guys, I promise. Okay.
Chocolate chip cookies baked by my mom.
Those are probably 10,000 times better.
A
Okay.
brownie baked by me.
That's probably better too. So, anyway. Alright. Is that it for you, Krevlin?
That's it. That's my whole turn.
Alintha, you're on deck.
What was half? I did 37 damage to half. Did you take that?
Yeah. So as
That
you're...
would be
what kind of damage is it?
18. Lightning.
Lightning. So as it hits him with the lightning damage, you can see his body reacting to it.
Right. So, like, does he resist it the first time? Like, Rolo did radiant, and now I did lightning. Does that reset it? Now,
He absorbs it. He absorbs it to where he does half the damage, but then every time you hit him, he gets to the point where he quarters the damage, and his attacks start having that effect. So at a
it doesn't matter
minimum,
what order
yeah, it doesn't matter what order. At a
give him.
minimum, you're going to be giving him. He's going to be halving the damage every time. It's one of the powers of the mouth of Azuldan.
I don't like it.
Either.
Okay. Yeah, he oath braked and fell about as far as you can. So he's gotten no kindness left in his heart. You either die a hero or you see yourself live long enough to become the enemy.
Close enough.
Something like that.
That'll be on our next t-shirts at the merch store.
It's already on a t-shirt. We can't take that one.
It's definitely already used.
I think that was a Batman quote, wasn't it?
Lawsuit
Yeah,
case.
Two-Face.
That's right. Okay.
Well,
You said
Batman
it's my
says it
turn?
about Two-Face.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
sorry.
my turn.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Sorry. Very hungry. So.
You're fine. I'm just going to.
I love people who
wanna
are just tuning
come over
in.
here.
Are like, why is this significant? Who the fuck is Captain Navarre? Because they like, haven't been watching the game.
I could not imagine.
I'm just gonna try and cast.
People are saying
Poison
that?
Spray.
No, I'm saying that'd be funny if people had. This is the first one they've watched, and they're like, I feel like I should be more shocked by this. Like, what's happening? Go back and watch previous episodes, and then hit like.
Pet.
He did.
You called me a pet. So wait, has he always been in the mouth of Azuldan?
I don't know.
Like since we met him?
Maybe.
Before
I just
we
he's
met
got a
him?
lot of mouths right now.
Do any of those mouths talk still?
They're all talking. They're just
What
talking.
that mouth do?
Can I,
They're talking. What
can I
that mouth
talk to him
do?
in his head?
I need both the ladies to make. No, I'm just kidding. Both the ladies need to make dexterity saving throws.
I feel like that's Constitution.
Oh no, Constitution. We're not there yet. All right.
I'm just gonna try and hit him with poison spray. I moved to kind of the other side of him.
Yeah.
That's 20. Wait, hold on. Let me recount that.
What those mouths do though?
22 to hit him.
That hits.
Nice.
My 12s. Ooh, that's 21. 21.
Yep. Okay.
And then I
What kind of
drank,
damage?
Poison.
Okay. You see his body react to it.
Oh, poison! Poison him! And that says,
Don't poison him again.
Yeah, the more you hit him with it, the less it hurts him.
Oh, yeah.
He has all damage no matter what, so you're always hitting it. He's like a raging barbarian constantly.
And then I can produce flame bonus action, so I'm gonna try and do that, I guess. Try and get more damage.
Okay. As this is happening, by the way, the cinder mouth starts spinning.
Well, it was a natural one, so I'm gonna guess my turn's over.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's gonna use his legendary action.
Of course he is.
I don't like that at all.
You see, as the cinder mouth is spinning, all these like weird.
Wait, how did I get so close to him? I didn't move myself there.
You said you wanted to move around. So...
I moved myself to where I wanted to.
Oh, okay. My bad. So he moves around to an area, and the mouth starts spinning, and all these like little like needles start flying out in all directions. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Me?
Yep. 30-foot radius.
Wait, I knew he was a junkie. Knew it.
17.
Yeah. They're medical needles, and they all have heroin in them.
Oh.
What? So what type of saving throw?
Now I feel like it should be a con save. It's a dexterity save.
Is anybody
He's a
within 10
musician,
feet
so
of me?
can he fail on purpose?
Anybody within 10 feet of me gets +2.
Which is Daenerys. Or no, I'm sorry,
And that
Daenerys
makes
not.
me-
Captain Navarre gets it. He thanks you.
He doesn't. He's on my team.
Yeah, nobody's 10 feet. Everybody's more than that. Well, you're flanking with Prava.
20.
I'll say
Yeah, I
Prava.
was gonna say with Lady Prava. I got a 17. Dex save.
Okay.
I rolled that 20.
Nice.
So 24.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Well,
Anyone below a 19 takes 29 points of piercing damage.
Dang.
Jeez.
Ugh.
Otherwise,
that hurt real bad.
otherwise you take 15.
Of course I do.
I can't take another one of those.
Same.
Well, that takes 2 legendary actions, so we can't do it again right now.
Good.
All right.
Woo.
Krevlin, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry, no, you're not. That was a legendary action. Prava's up. Prava sees everyone's hurt, and she's gonna try to do the best healing she can do for the team.
Yay.
She's gonna use her level 5 spell.
Yay.
Everyone, and roll really shitty. Everyone heal. Oh, no, actually, I'm sorry. She doesn't do healing word. She does mass cure wounds. I need to reroll that. Everyone heals for 21 points of damage.
Woo.
Yeah.
That.
Nice.
Yeah, I needed that.
I will take.
Thank you, Lady Brava.
Navarre's like, yes, thank you.
Trying to
Lady
get me
Prava."
back on. He's trying to get me back on that. I gave that up years ago.
Alright. Yeah, the whole time, like, Krevlin's, like, struggling. The whole time, Navarre just looks like a giant needle.
Oh, guys.
Alright. That's gonna be it for her. Janeri, you're up. She's gonna save her spell slots in case she needs to heal more. And she's probably gonna need to. Janeri, you are up. Rolo, you're on deck.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have Holy Weapon activated.
Nice.
I'm going
Let's make sure she has to make a con save against that attack. Oh shit, she nat 1. So Holy Weapon drops.
What drops?
Holy Weapon. She didn't get her con save. She got a nat 1. Plus 8 and rolled a nat 1. Actually, it would have been more than that because Rolo gives her her thing, but it's still not high enough for that damage. That would have been 17 that she had to save against. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Right now, he's resisting poison damage, so all other damage is going to do the most it could do.
Let's do Toll the Dead.
Okay. It's wisdom, right?
Yes.
That's a 22. He has a really high wisdom, so those are not the best spells to use against him.
Alright. Well.
I mean, spells in general are hard to use against him because he's a paladin. They always have really high saves.
Yeah.
Well, he was a paladin, but now he's something else.
Right. I guess then I kind of want to move out from behind Lady Prava
Okay.
to where I kind of, am over there.
Okay.
And that's where I'll end my turn.
All right, you got it. Rollo, you're up.
Okay. How is he looking? Like in his like Minnie Mouth worm form?
He has noticeable hurt spots, but it's hard to tell because he's resisting, and like it almost seems like he's actively regenerating as he's resisting.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'm going to.
Even with chill touch, does he regenerate with chill touch, or is he just not heal?
He just doesn't heal.
Do I still have advantage on him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Not that I hit him with it.
All right. I'm going to attack.
I'll tell you though. I'll tell you who's not getting hit points. The Minotaur.
Yeah.
Thanks to me.
And I'll roll it again. See if I
Look at that
crit.
picture having a heartwarming moment right now.
Guys, I don't know what happened. I was doing really good, and then this chill touch just came out of nowhere, hit me right in the fucking
He's
face.
dying in our arms.
Yeah.
So the first attack did a 21. And the second one did 17, so it's not going to hit. Okay, so I'm going to do
First one
one
hits.
attack, or the one that hits. I'm going to put a level 1 smite in that. I'm going to save my last spell after that.
Okay.
It's going to be... he needs to do a con save on the poison part.
Okay. 29.
Oh, gosh.
10
okay.
plus 19. Gosh, how come this Nightshade's not hurting this demigod?
I know, right? So I guess we rolled that one.
I should get my money back. Oh, you should put a disclaimer, doesn't work on demigods.
I get to re-roll the one on the D8.
I thought we were magical in this game.
I can hear you.
Oh, hold up.
He disappeared.
I can hear you.
Okay. 25.
No, 19. Yeah, 25 hits.
No, 25 damage.
Oh, nice. I misunderstood you. Okay.
Pay attention.
My bad.
And then,
Pay attention.
as a bonus action,
Yep.
I'm gonna try this and just see. I mean, it's probably not gonna work, but you know, I'm gonna make a very ballsy move here, but maybe it'll save everybody else. Maybe it'll help everybody else. Plus, if I get a 1 hit point, it's not gonna kill me.
I heard Captain Navarre loves balls.
I'm gonna cast. No, I can't. I can't use a bonus action because I use Smite as a bonus.
Okay. Anything else?
So I'm good. I was gonna do Compelled Duel, but I can't do that because I just can't. I already cast it. Okay. All right, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Back to Captain Navarre. He's gonna do a multi-attack. First one at Rollo, second one at Daenerys, third one at Lady Prava. Rollo, one on you.
He's gonna hit because I hit. Is my AC still 14, or do I need to roll like a save or something?
Your armor stays. It's Sundering Strike. It stays until your next short rest.
Fantastic.
It can't do it multiple times, but so it won't ever go down more than 4. But okay. So to hit you, that was definitely gonna hit. It's a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
17 plus 10. Hang on. You take 18 points of piercing. And then the attack against Daenerys. That's only a 13 to hit.
What does even do?
If it meets it, it beats it. So he hits you. You're 13?
Is Daenerys within 10 feet of me now or no?
Yes, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna take that damage, Daenerys. My last reaction.
Okay.
I appreciate.
No problem. Well, because if I get knocked below, I just go back to 1, so I'm not dead. So, but if y'all get knocked to 0, then you go into La La Land. I don't want that.
La La Land.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No.
All right.
People draw penises on your face when that happens.
She goes to pass out, and a bowl of soup right underneath her, and she just plops in it. All right. Okay, so you took that one, and then Lady Prava.
How much damage was that I took?
Oh yeah, sorry. Hang on. Only 7. Rolled really low. 7 damage.
Nice. Oh.
And then he does hit Prava, and she takes a lot. She takes 18 as well.
Ugh.
Stay vigilant, my friends. All right. And that's it for him. Krevlin, you're up.
All right. I guess I'll hit him with the all I got left. Give him a little Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Ready for this Eldritch Blast game?
Remember, you have multiple beams.
Yeah, it says I got 2 now. So that's a 26 to hit.
That hit.
Where was that earlier? That's
Right
11
there.
damage.
Okay.
And then on this one, it is... Alright, that's my last lucky... No, is it my last one? It's my second one. That's 27 to hit. 6 damage.
Okay. You start seeing his body react to the force damage. I think it's force damage, right?
I think so. It is... Force, yeah.
Okay, so he starts reacting to it.
Alright. I have to switch it up next time.
All right.
I'll hit him with prestidigitation. What kind of
Okay.
damage does that do?
Nothing, but he looks great. Okay, so anyway, as your turn ends, the center mouth starts spinning again. Alentha, you're up.
Okay.
The center mouth is spinning again.
What's that doing?
Whenever you remember, he used his legendary actions to do that AOE attack that you don't like.
Is there no way that while it's still my turn, can I hide to not get hit by that?
I would say you could move. You could move out of the 30-foot radius. There you go. You're good. I would say yes.
So
you know of that now, so you would know to get the fuck out of the way when it starts. Krevlin's not an idiot. All right, go ahead, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I'm
not
gonna
chasing
bone
that
it.
dragon anymore.
On a bonus action, hit him with Produce Flame, and that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
And that is 6 damage.
So, like, you guys are surrounded by fire. She produces flame, throws it at him. It hits him, sears him, bounces off of him, and catches something that just went out back on fire.
And then
Jubilanty!
I'm gonna wild shape now.
Good. I thought we could use a little bit more fire. All right, what?
I'm gonna wild shape to giant hyena now.
Okay.
That time.
Yeah, sorry. Would my
Can you
giant
just shoot a crossbow bolt through here?
would my giant hyena's hit points be back into like full health since the last time I used it?
Yeah, your forms. The second you reuse a form, it goes back to all of its base stuff. Like if you turn into a hyena multiple times, you don't. It doesn't keep its hit points that it had. It goes back to full everything.
Okay, cool.
It's like a
So
brand
I'm a
new. It's like a brand new hyena. All right, giant hyena.
Yep.
All right, you guys see Alinthi transform into her giant hyena form. She thinks it's hilarious. The hyena starts laughing. Okay, so, excuse me. At the end of that turn, he's going to use 2 legendary actions. I need dex saves from everyone except Krevlin.
Because that would kill me this time.
This is one of his strongest attacks, so.
15.
23.
You'll
I
have
got
to
that
damage.
from 19.
16.
Janeri and Alinthi, you take 29 points of damage. Rolo, you take 15.
29.
Yep. Prava. Ooh, Prava got a nat 20.
I got a natural 19, but
Nice.
I
Lady,
still took damage.
Lady Prava only takes 15.
How's everyone looking health-wise?
Prava's got 96 hit points.
My hyena's not good.
I got 5.
Navarre has 1,847. You guys are getting there.
Nice.
Every little bit counts.
I'm just kidding.
I was
She's
like,
like,
we're gonna have to run
"What?"
away.
Hey, if her, I was gonna ask you earlier, if her thing dissipates her deal, the holy weapon thing, doesn't it do a bunch of radiant damage when
No,
it goes off?
she has to release it.
Okay. I just thought of that. I was like, oh,
Yeah, good looking out, but
I'm trying anything I can think of.
okay.
We should tape all of his mouth shut.
As that happens, you guys hear loud footsteps in the distance. Hold on.
Is it? It better be Larry, Barry, and Gary.
Does it sound like Gary? Are they the footsteps of the Aries?
No, it doesn't. But you guys see the familiar. Oh, hold on. You may not if I can't fucking type it correctly. You guys see the
As long as
very
it's not the
familiar Minotaur of Artemis come
Artemis!
running through the
Artemis.
flames, also on fire. And as he's running through the fire, all the fire of off the buildings is sticking to him, and he just looks like this massive fire and brimstone entity that's running up, and he runs up to you guys. Roar! And as he does,
You
he
can
just
do it!
lets out this torrent of fire with his hands, and all of his fire is just pumping into Navarre. And as it does, you see as the brimstone kind of clears, you can see Quinn also doing the same, mimicking what he's doing, and they're just both shooting all this fire. And she's like, "Give him all you got, big guy."
Everything you got. Everything you got.
And he goes, "Take it all!" And, and as that happens, he does. I'm gonna use
A lot of damage.
Oh, it's a lot of damage for sure. He's been collecting
All the damage.
He's been collecting it for a while.
11 billion.
That's a lot of one.
Do the
That's a
rest
lot
of
of
the
one.
damage.
That's a lot of ones though. 33 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Could be better.
And as it does, it
Better.
could be better. How much damage did you do last round? So
It was a joke.
That girl.
So anyway,
Dang.
I feel like I've already done 2 or 3.
she's like,
we're trying-
could be
we're trying to
better.
be
Produce
encouraging.
flame, 7 damage. All right, so
Try my best.
Oh no, it would have been better if you wouldn't have hit him with flames before.
that is true.
I was poisoned last time.
Oh, okay, you're good then.
Oh, good.
I was gonna try and bite him, even though he's all mouths. and
I
he's gonna
did
bite
my
me.
best.
Yo.
Krevlin, you saw
You're
this
being
though.
mean
The
to
fire
me.
that he just took, he easily resisted it. He easily resisted it. All right, so, anyway. Okay, sorry. So, yeah, he still takes a lot of damage from that. So you start seeing him start kind of shaking from it, and he's trying to pump up the resistance of it, and the things that would normally come up from the fire damage start to kind of break apart a little bit and start to weaken down, he's not able to fully resist. As he does, he starts to curl into a ball that's just like this fleshy ball of mouths all around him. And you start hearing, it starts to like glow, and you hear this. All right. That was Lindsay that went last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Prava. Lady Prava looks at you all. She casts a quick mass healing word on everyone. Everyone heals for 15.
I will take it.
And she says, "Get away from it! Get away from it!" And she runs off to the side. All right. Daenerys, you're up.
I could have actually gone without hearing the words "fleshy ball of mouths."
I agree.
Like my whole life. My whole life.
My whole life.
I still have so much of my life ahead of me.
My whole
about that
life
word.
has led to this
If I
point.
take damage, even if it does like 1,000 damage, I only go to 1 hit point. So this could, I could just like sit there and be like.
It's true, but if there's a second attack after that, you go to dead, just dead. I mean,
Just
not dead.
Go lay on the grenade for us, Rollo.
That's true. Hug it, Rollo. You can cover the whole thing. Fucking Captain America, that shit.
Exactly.
Let's try some guiding bolt.
It'll be like Deacon Frost from Blade.
Daenerys'
Like the
voice
whole
from
body
The
just
Abyss.
breaks in half and then goes back together. You're
Where
too
is
late,
that?
Blade.
She's invisible.
What's Daenerys doing off camera? Wrong answers only.
Trying to figure out where all her guiding bolts went.
Literally.
And we see the top of your head.
Yeah, I'm trying to get comfortable.
You're fine. It's okay. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about you know, your mouth in this because Navarre's got plenty. So
Yeah.
He has all the mouths.
Start the show. Let's try my last guiding bolt for fun.
go for it.
Jesus. How's the 10 look again?
Again, 10 barely hits the ground, but that's what it does hit. So, Prava did scream to get away from him, so do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to run?
Disengage and run.
You got it. Okay. That's it for Daenerys. Rollo, you're up.
Alright. So I'm going to attack him before I run off.
That's fine.
As
Dealer's
Daenerys
choice.
Running, yeah, as Daenerys is running, I'm like, is there like a face of anything or something I can like grab onto on him? I'm
No,
like,
it's just mouths.
and just mouse. Can I grab one of the mouths?
Fleshy
Sure.
ball of mouths.
Fleshy ball of mouths. Zero
Yeah, I kind of
eyes.
show.
Look for the flesh
I
on the
look at
website.
Daenerys and I'm like, Daenerys, look like, watch, I'm gonna fuck him up. do I still have advantage? Or has Prava left yet?
Prava
Oh,
left
okay.
and so did Daenerys, but Artemis is there, so yes, you do.
Yes. Okay, I need it. Okay, all right. I'm gonna attack twice,
You got
and
it.
then I'm gonna run.
And then I'm gonna run.
All right.
You got it.
Does 20 hit?
20 just misses.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
We
Garrus,
might
I was-
have to just run away.
I was putting in dimensions for this box and I accidentally typed 899 and it's like
Fun.
it's only going to cost
My
me
last one.
$1,100.48 to ship this.
Oh, how cheap.
All right. So he takes 24. I did 24 on my last attack.
Okay.
Thank goodness I hit one. Okay, so I'm gonna do. I'm not doing anything special with it. Okay. So it does 17 damage. So I kind of take one of the mouths and I just like shove my radiant fist in it.
As you do,
I'm like, take this, you little bitch.
and it like
And
it
then-
makes impact and like stabs through it, and then all the other mouths that you're not currently stabbing start laughing like hysterically, and the ball is continuing to go.
Can I run the second I hit him?
Yeah.
And I run. All right, I'm running as quick as I can. I'm disengaging.
Okay.
Would have been pretty great if it bit your hand as you punched it and kept you from running away.
Yeah.
Don't give
Unfortunately,
him ideas.
Unfortunately, he does not have any capability of grappling in this form.
Huh.
So that would have been really funny.
And then as I
Make a
run
note of
away, I
that.
say, "Your mom says hi," and then yeah. There he goes. I'm running away.
You guys should actually look up the story of Navarre's mom. It's pretty tragic. So
it is really tragic. the things that she hated him. Like she was a caring nurturer, a lover,
you should
a
have been
great cuddler.
You should be like, I heard you're adopted, bitch. All right.
Yeah, but man, she really didn't like him. I mean, it was like nonstop. He was just a disappointment to the family.
It is Captain Navarre's turn at this point. The hyena and the minotaur are going to take the blast from this, but radiant energy shoots out in all directions because that's what he took by far the most of.
Run away.
And as that happens and like the brightness of the attack clears, you are left with
$1 million gold.
You are left with gold just starts raining from the sky, and so do levels. Levels are just raining down from the sky. Catch yourself some levels.
You're a level 20, and you're a level 20, and you're
everybody's level 20.
We're all deities.
Level 20.
All right, so as that happens, there is a...
I am now the goddess of balance.
There's a massive hole in the ground now, and you see like the ground like digging up as he's like traveling through it now. And
he's underground?
He's underground. He's underground and took off.
Well, you said took off. Like, how much speed does he have?
Oh, in this form, when he's disengaging like that, his movement is 80 feet a turn. All right. Now, hang on. I gotta do... We haven't done... Don't get too excited. We haven't done Daenerys damage yet.
Daenerys?
Or, I'm sorry. Olympies. Daenerys, fine. Here it comes.
It's just my hyena, so it should be fine.
43 points of damage. Whatever's left over from your hyena goes over to you.
It does.
Yes. So 43 points of damage.
He's turning into a goldfish just as you hit the water.
Hang on.
And as that
all the damage.
As that hits, guys, the Minotaur like goes unconscious, and as the blast hits it, the bubble around the fairy that protects her pops, and the Minotaur smashes into soup. And she goes, "Oh no, big guy, get up!" And she like floats down to him and starts, "I need you to get up," because if he goes unconscious, then the protective bubble that protects her is no longer around, so she's vulnerable now.
So how much damage did I take?
How much damage did your hyena have left?
My hyena has 31
total left. Okay, so then you only take 12 points of damage.
12. Okay.
Is everyone okay? Like on health? Because I was going to use my healing, my cure wounds on the
but
Minotaur.
Also, hyena. Well, the Minotaur doesn't. He's unconscious. But I need you to make. I need you to make a con save, Olympi.
As a hyena?
No. In this case, it would be after the damage is hit. So it'd be as you.
17.
17. Okay, you are not currently blind.
Fun.
Yep.
Nice.
I like to see.
Good.
So you said he's unconscious right now?
Yes, he's making death saving throws essentially.
Well, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay, so he makes his first save. It's a nat 1 and he dies. No, I'm just kidding. It's an 8.
Well, he would be automatically alive if I.
He's still, no matter what, they have to make 1.
Okay.
But regardless, you get to him with plenty of time.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. So we'll just say 2d8 plus 2.
You see the bubble start.
13
Perfect.
health.
The bubble forms back around Quinn. She's like, "Phew, close one. Get up, big guy." He like takes his face out of the soup. He's like, "I hate beef stroganoff." And he like gets up and looks at the rest of you, and he's like,
I'm gonna go over because I've been
happened?
in the bathroom for a while, so I'm gonna go pee in that hole that he just rolled out of.
You guys see Rolo relieving himself in the giant hole in the center of the courtyard. So Artemis looks over and he goes, "That is a good idea." And he like walks up and nice. You feel like you thought you were hung. Let me tell you, the Minotaur's putting you to shame. Pulls out his big horse cock or cow cock,
it's
bull
cold.
cock.
It's cold out here. Okay, it's cold.
Not me.
It's a breeze.
Kind of a. I'm sure you guys already knew this. Kind of a shy blader. Not gonna be able to join in with you guys.
Oh, I pissed myself hours ago.
Hey, Daenerys,
I've got a shy bladder. There's no way I could.
All right. So the city is still burning. Artemis.
The city's burning.
Yeah.
You know.
Men.
Artemis is turning to water mode, and Minotaur is just splashing water into all the fire, trying to put it out.
Do we find anything around here, like as we search around, like any clues or investigating? Can we do something like that? See if we see anything.
You can all make investigations checks.
Okay. Just to see if there's like anything cool.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm all for money.
Yeah.
14.
So it's relatively
14.
safe everywhere.
All right. So with those, let me tell you this. With those, Rolo, because Navarre, when he ripped apart, magic items don't break, so his magic items are all on the ground. So I'm gonna say, Rolo, you find the. Let me see what this does. You find the plate mill to your liking, so you pick that up. Krevlin, you find the longsword that he uses.
Oh, cool, I guess.
And
Got
then
a sword, guys. Look, it's my first ever weapon.
And as you do
Yay.
that,
Nice.
as you're like swinging it, the blade like just engulfs in fire. You drop
Throw
it.
it.
Start blowing on it.
The second you drop it, the flames dissipate.
I
Is
only
that-
rolled
oh.
a 5
Neat.
for investigation.
All right, I'm gonna go
Um,
grab it again. I'm gonna sit down with it, and I'm going to ritual cast
Identify.
identify.
Yeah. Okay. Rolo, are you gonna try to attune to the plate mail, or do you want to wait for it to be identified?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to be identified.
Okay. Then I'll wait to put it in your inventory of what it is. Krevlin, you. Hold on. Let me get to it. The blade is
1 minute.
Okay, so we'll say when that happens, the blade is the flame tongue longsword.
Nice.
You can add that.
Actually, yeah, I'll add it to my inventory. Yeah, I trust it. I'll do it. I'll just add it now.
the armor.
Well, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Just give me the armor. Give me a minute. I can look at it for you.
Oh yeah, take a look.
It just takes a minute. Just let me look at it real quick.
Oh, he don't have a
Look at
minute.
you,
He doesn't have
Krevlin.
that armor now.
Look at you solving problems.
Yeah, I can just let me just sit here with him
Play
for a minute.
music
I
and
can,
solve problems.
All right,
That's
so
what you do,
this
Krevlin.
is so you identify this. This is a very rare set of armor. This is called the plate mail of the disembodied. So it adds an extra +2 bonus to AC, and once per long rest, you can negate a single source of damage that is non-magical. So if you like get hit for 55 points of bludgeoning, you could just say it's 0.
Wow. Give me.
Does Lady probably have a mace?
Yes. It's a magical mace, and it's got the symbols of Harsgold like all over it.
Nice.
It looks more like a scepter, but she wields it like a mace.
We have a new viewer, guys.
Yay! Oh,
It's this.
it's this.
Number 1 viewer.
He's watching on
Well,
the
I want
screen
you to take
here.
his tiny little hands and make him subscribe.
He's very intently watching the screen.
Oh.
So if you see a little hand pop up, that's what that is.
Sure.
Oh.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. The gremlin starts attacking Olympi. All right.
He says hi.
Hello. Okay, so
Oh.
anyway,
Are you putting it in our inventory right now?
yeah, I can. You can also just go to magic. You can go to inventory magical and type in plate of disembodied, and it's in there.
Oh, it is plate.
Of, and then it's going to be one of the only ones in there that are plate of. It should be like the last one, I think. It's a half plate, but it gives you normal 17 plus 2 magical bonus, so it's half plate that gives you a 19 AC.
You said it's plate of what? What's it called?
Plate of the disembodied.
Plate mail of the disembodied.
Yep,
Okay,
and it is the color of it indicates that it's an artifact, so it's a very, very rare item.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then flame tongue longsword, Garrus, is what you'll add.
Okay.
And that's all that he had on him. Obviously, a giant mouthy creature probably doesn't carry a lot of stuff on him, so...
What do you mean? He's got a lot of pockets.
If he does, he carries it in his folds. So...
Some of his mouths just can't bite because they're filled with swords.
Yeah, and goodies and, like, mouths of holding. So...
yeah.
Yeah, but you guys also know that whatever that creature is, it has the ability to turn itself into humanoid. And you don't necessarily know if it can just turn back into Navarre, or if it can turn into all kinds of things. So as that happens, Lady Prava kind of like walks back out, and she looks at you all and she says, "All right, that was horrible. Is everyone all right?" She like looks around. It's like, first things first, we need to get these flames out as quick as we can. Most people should be out of the city, Artemis. He's like, "Yeah, everyone's out. Anyone who is still alive is out." And then you see Quinn like, "High five, buddy," and they like slap. She's like, "Ow, a little rough." Okay, and then they do that, and she goes, "All right, as I said before, no more secrets. At this point, I trust all of you as I would my own blood." And she says, "We feared this is what was happening, and now we know that our fears are genuine. The King in Yellow is attempting to return. We've gotten word of that. If the curse that the devils made happens, the king dies." Which they've already secured the king, so if the king dies, and then the son dies, that leaves the path for both Azuldan and the King in Yellow to walk our planet. And if that happens, it will be the Abyss and the Nine Hells. And there will be no more material plane. So essentially, this is the way that both of these gods are going to attempt to break the rules and through a deal that holds this much power. The reason why Pelmoon is called the Kingdom of Dreams is because this is essentially like the home and as far as like a ley line, this is one of the most important places in all of Galantrie. This is where Tasmith Orlandus was born. So Tasmith Orlandus he's gone now, but he was one of the most powerful ancients to ever live. He is the one that put the protective circle around Arcania that does not allow dragons inside. So, because they had such a problem with dragons back when he was alive. So, and that's another story, because cosmic dragons created the world and all that. So, she says, so you guys start putting out the fires, that happens, and she goes, "There's somebody I want you all to meet. And I think it's time that we brought you in closer than we have in the past. You will also, of course, at this point, you have the full support of us behind you, so whatever we can do, assistance, monetary values, everything." She's like, "Follow me." And as she does, you guys, like, we'll say the fires get put out, and we don't need to roleplay that. Get a bucket! Alright, so the fires are put out, which stops that really calming noise. And as that happens, give me just a second. Second. Okay. She takes you guys into the castle. The king is no longer on the premises, but he is secure. And Artemis is with you guys. And as this happens, you kind of walk into the throne room, and there's a humanoid person sitting next to the throne, kind of with their back to you. They have a hood up. And Lady Prava brings you all in. She's like, "All right, This is one of ours. And as she does, she turns around, takes her cowl off. She goes, meet Lady Scala. And as she says that, she kind of nods to you all. She has information that we need. She is seeing things from the other side for us, the side of the demons. She has much to tell us. Scala, please. She looks at you all and she says, well, first thing is first. Are you all ready for a little ride? Because we need to head to Arcania.
Can we long rest on the way?
Of course.
Oh, I can't wait.
Arcania. How far away is Arcania?
It's another continent. And by airship...
That's what I thought. That's, it's far away.
By airship, it would be about 4 days.
They have nice beaches.
Hey, we could take multiple long rests on the way.
Of course. As she says that, you guys hear a loud, like... You've heard this noise before. It sounds like an airship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had a friend that's from Arcania. What was his name again? He was another bard like me.
Make a history check.
Oh yeah, it was that dude that helped us out
Dante?
when we were in the tunnel.
Yeah, Dante.
Dante Windwick.
Nice.
Yeah, Dante Winwick. Maybe if we go over to Arcania, we can say hi to him.
Yeah.
Do you know Dante Winwick?
The name rings a bell, yes. Quite a good musician. Yes.
Wow, he's
You
like a
haven't heard
famous guy.
Trevlin play then.
Ah.
He's pretty impressive.
You know,
love
actually-
Trevlin's music.
For as long as I've been alive, I'm always shocked how much I enjoy a good song.
Oh,
Sing one
Trevlin.
right now.
So you're looking at her. She looks elven in nature, but there's something different about her, Alenthi. As you're looking at her, she does have elven like traits, but it's more than that. It's not quite elven. You're not exactly sure what it is, but you've seen or heard of something similar to this. It's almost like you're a high elf, but it's almost like it's what elves derived from, what elves became from, like some type of higher power once upon a time. Almost like the perfect elf. type
Eladrin?
thing. Possibly.
Like a Eladrin?
Possibly.
I would know all about Eladrin, wouldn't I?
You probably would. So it also looks very similar to you. It's very, 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 very rare to see Eladrins in this world.
Right. Oh man.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Are you from the Feywild? I'm from the Feywild.
I know.
Does she have an accent like mine? This is a Fey accent.
She doesn't have an accent. You do notice one thing though. The staff she's carrying, there's a symbol on it. Everybody make history checks. Let's see if anybody's seen this. It has to be relatively high.
18.
Okay. 18 will probably do it, but see if anybody
22.
Ooh, 22 will get a little bit more information.
20.
Ooh, everybody
I rolled
paid
a
attention.
19 natural. I only have +1 to history.
Everybody paid attention to history class. Denari, what'd you get?
21.
Everyone made it to history class. All right.
I got the lowest, and you're like, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, you got the lowest, and you still got an A-. So,
Hey, with how I was rolling earlier, I was like, well, let me see if I actually showed up to class today.
by a strange fucking coincidence, you've all seen this symbol before. This is the symbol of the Chronos. This is like the symbol of dudamancy.
Of what?
Time travel.
Nice.
So,
Thank you for clarifying.
well, time
Powerful magic.
Yeah, the most powerful magic to ever exist. It's essentially it is of like magic of time and things like that. And if you're powerful enough in it, you can bend the fabric of time to create time travel. You have to be able to go 88 miles per hour, so it's really hard to do.
And
that.
you have to have a DeLorean.
Yeah,
And you have to have a Doc Brown.
and a Michael J. Fox,
capacitor.
free
Person with
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Yeah, free Parkinson's.
You have to have a dog named Einstein. You gotta have that too.
This is why it's so rare, because it's a very specific list of things.
Well,
So-
is a symbol of a flux capacitor?
Yeah. Which, if you think about it, it looks like one of those.
Looks like a fallopian tube.
Yeah, a fallopian tube, or that the birth control that women get.
IUD.
Yes.
Enough. Yeah.
That's what it looks like. All right, so
How did we get from
see,
time
everybody's getting a
travel
history
to an
lesson
IUD?
because we're talking about one of the greatest sequels ever, or I'm sorry,
We're talking about Back
trilogies
to the
ever made. It's up there with Lord of the Rings. It's up there with
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings and the best trilogies ever made.
It's a pretty easy jump to go from Back
I've never
to the
seen it.
Future to fallopian tubes. It really is not a big jump.
I'm sorry, Crabland.
I've never seen any of them. I've never seen any of them.
Oh,
I've never seen Back to the
serious?
Future.
You've never seen Back to the
I'm
Future?
serious.
What are you doing?
None
with
of
your
them.
life?
Even I've seen Back to the Future.
I find that hard to believe. We're gonna lose
I've never
views.
seen 'em.
We're gonna lose views because of that.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I've never seen it.
Well, here's homework. You need to watch
I've
it.
seen clips.
Watch it now.
I think there's a scene where there's a guy hanging upside down.
Sure, it's amazing.
I've seen that.
It is really, really good. Watch it. It's probably one of Christopher Lloyd's best roles he's ever done, and he's a damn good actor.
I'm familiar
so.
with it.
I mean, he was the bad guy in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So I'll
Never
never
seen that one.
I'll never forgive him for killing that boot. So anyway,
it was his best acting performance, second only to
Camp Nowhere.
Camp Nowhere. Yes.
Yeah, Camp Nowhere. He was.
I've seen that one.
He was amazing in that. He
Yeah.
played 13 different characters in that.
We're
I
squirreling.
love that movie.
Okay, so anyway, sorry. So, yeah, so this is where we're gonna end. But
Okay.
she
Well, I should sing my song.
Yeah, I want to hear
Yeah,
a song,
go ahead,
a
go ahead.
parting song of our victory.
Was it Victory?
Dark flames, stone halls. The traitor rises as the city falls. His voice, not his, now speaks with hunger, hate, and his. Captain Navarre, once sworn to protect, now twisted in Azuldan's wreck. With mouths that scream, and soul defiled, he gave himself to evil wild. But in the ash her light was cast, a cleric brave, unshaken, steadfast, with Harsgold fire in her hand. She made it with her healing stand. We burned, we bled, but still she prayed, while all around us shadows swayed. With each bright word her faith held true, and turned the dark to golden blue.
A tear.
Nice. I would clap, but I can't.
Lady,
That's about Lady Prava.
yeah, so Lady Scala kind of just looks at Prava and says, "I'm gonna like this one," and she heads towards the airship, and that's where we will stop. So
Nice.
you guys have figured out a lot of information. You know who
I like writing lyrics. I wish I could also sing, because I'm not good at the tune part.
That's all right. Still good
Krevlin
stuff.
was
It's
actually
good.
good at the tune part, so
Yeah. So yeah, you know the Eye of Azuldan, the Mouth of Azuldan. So the only thing that you're still
That
trying to find is the Darkness of Azuldan.
I rolled a nat 20 on my performance there for a 28.
Nice.
Nice. Not 20 to close the night.
I flick you a gold coin.
So we take it from the party
didn't get-
funds back into the
You
party
didn't get
funds.
it. Great. Well, thank you for that. I'll go ahead and I'll put that right back into the party fund. I appreciate it. I
Does this
appreciate
group
the
have
thought
party
there.
funds?
No, I was just joking.
I guess not.
The other group does. So
Yeah, we don't need
because
that.
Emily's keeping track. Thank God that we have somebody who keeps
I just
track of
got
that shit.
pockets. I just have pockets.
Garrus
I have
usually
pockets
does a
on
pretty good
pockets.
job of that, but now you don't have to because Emily's going to do it.
I know. Thank you, Emily. She's probably watching.
she'll watch this eventually.
Oh yeah,
She's
she
not
will.
watching.
She was relatively caught up last time I talked to her. So, yeah.
What the heck?
So I'm glad that nobody put that.
Colin.
I'm glad that nobody put together that he
Is
was.
You called us on Messenger,
Yeah, someone's
Ryan.
calling us on Messenger.
It's Ryan.
Oh, no, I think it's Max.
What the heck, Max?
Maybe not. Maybe it was me. I don't know.
Yeah, it was you.
Oh, my bad. Literally all I did was set my earbuds down on my phone. I guess when you're 40, that's when you start butt dialing people and shit. So anyway,
It's
yeah,
still
I didn't know
you.
if you were gonna put two and two together, but there were a lot of signs that he was the mouth. Whenever Lady Prava made the comment about how he had been missing at a certain point in time, was around the same time that you guys fought him out in the mountains, and that Master Yin was keeping tabs on him.
I didn't put any of it together.
Yeah, but if you go back and watch, like, I mean, obviously you're not going to, but if you ever got bored and went back and watched one of our old episodes, you'll start, a lot of the stuff will start making more sense.
What does my new sword do?
It should tell you on the item. I don't have it up. Actually, I do. Hang on. I thought I closed my window. I didn't. Flame Tongue Longsword. While holding this magic weapon, you can take a bonus action and use a command word to cause flames to engulf the damage-dealing part of the weapon. These flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet. When the weapon is ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage on hit. The flames last until you take a bonus action to issue the command again, or until you drop, stow, or sheath the weapon.
What's it called again? The what longsword?
The Flame Tongue Longsword.
Nice.
You didn't want to name it the Flame of Udon?
No.
That's taken.
Yeah. Let's take it by Udon. He's in the continent of Gloomhaven.
Hey guys, I'm not really much for swords. I don't really know. Does anybody like really want a flaming sword? Because I'm not really a sword
I don't think
guy.
it's my expertise either.
Do you use long
I don't
swords
think I've
Denari,
ever-
or just daggers?
I actually have a whip that I've yet to even bring out and use.
How do you know
I'm just
what
not
kind of...
not much of a whipping guy is the problem. You know what I mean?
What's the question, Olivia?
How do you know what kind of weapons you can use?
You'll have down in your bottom left of your main page is weapons.
Oh, okay.
You have to be proficient.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Not for me. Yeah, I didn't even pull out my whip. I mainly use my Psychonic Blades. If I use anything.
That's fine. So you guys
That's
can
a lot of things.
You can
that I didn't
sell
know
it.
that.
I mean, that's going to be worth a chunk of gold.
Yeah.
That a weapon like that's probably between 4,000 and 5,000 gold coins. So.
Or you can put it in one of your magic pockets for the day.
Pocket
Yeah,
of
for
holding.
sure. Oh, I'm gonna definitely put it in one of my pockets of holding. Just you see me kind of open my jacket a little bit and just right into a pocket.
Mary Poppins
But
pocket.
you realize that it's not one of the magic pockets, so it just tears a hole straight through your jacket.
Damn it!
I'm just
Damn.
joking. It
It
won't.
got mended.
It wouldn't
Maybe-
tear that easy. It's Mastercraft, so it's really hard to tear.
Maybe I'll
It's like Kevlar.
Maybe I'll run into a goblin somewhere who really likes to make things.
You know the suit that John Wick wears?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. It's like
Never seen that.
it's like literally just catching
Also,
fucking
never
bullets.
seen that one.
Oh my god.
All 4 of them?
Haven't seen any John Wick
Love
movies.
John Wick.
They're really good movies.
Well, I'm gonna drop